Something like this. Hit it.
The Roger Report live morning show, weekdays at 9 a.m.
Say y'all, I was on Roger's panel a few times and I couldn't take it. The heat. I got out the kitchen. It was hot. I was sweating. I had to get out.
He's Roger, and he's right.
Check this out.
We can live or die. You choose. I have spoken to you a lot of times in hatred and anger, and you have not heard me. Well, you had better hear me today. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Well, we love America. But you are driving us back and you are making a Samson out of us, and we are going to pull down the pillars. And then you think we have no right to ask for something? Is it too much to ask you to grant us human dignity? Should we be put down and shot to death for this request? If so, you can aim your guns. What the hell do you think we care about dying if you're going to deny us the right to live?
Good morning, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Roger Report Live, the best show on social media. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button because this is where you're going to find the best content on social media, and you don't have to worry about it because you're going to have me right here to make sure that happens. And if you've already been coming to the channel for a while, then go ahead and hit that like button because you already know what time it is. And you know that this is where you're going to get the best content on social media. It's not a mystery to you at this point. You've seen other people do it. You've even seen some people do it well. But what you have not seen is anyone do it quite the way I do it. So make sure you hit that like button. And everyone, yes, everyone, take a moment out to share the content, y'all. There are so many people who need to get great content like this. And it's just a small thing you can do to help the world be a better place. And isn't that what we want at the end of the day? Don't we want the world to be a better place? Of course we do. So share the content out. Share it through social media. Share it through word of mouth or even text someone's phone. But do what you got to do to help spread the word. All right, folks, today we are back with a very, very interesting episode, but you know that's all I'm gonna do over here at the Roger Report Live. The very interesting episodes, and man, it's gonna be about Big Tigger, his wife, and big accusations, y'all. Big Tigger, his wife, and big accusations. Now, before we get started in this, I want to say shout out to all the people who give me views on a regular basis that make up the fam around here. I appreciate y'all big time. Appreciate y'all big time. Shout out to the people who leave comments after the stream. You guys also help me. You do a great service when you do that. When you let things, when you express yourselves or whatever it is that you want to express, you're helping that algorithm, and I appreciate that big time. I definitely appreciate that big time. And shout out to the people who hype me up every chance they get. Now, I say you save at least once a week for me. You got to save at least one a week for me. But hype me up every single chance you get. You know what I'm saying? You're being a great help. And shout out to the people who hit that like button, the tried and true measure. Always make sure you do it. And y'all keep in mind, even if you're catching this, shout out to the replay gang. Even if you're catching this stuff on the replay, still do all that stuff whenever you get to it. Okay? You ain't got to do it the first day. If you don't make it to see the first day, you can't see the show live, and I understand a lot of y'all want to see it live, but unfortunately for you, scheduling doesn't allow it. But whenever you do see it, treat it like it's live, okay? Treat it like it's live and get all that stuff in right from Jump Street. And it's much, much appreciated, y'all. Well, y'all, we about to get into this, and let me give a couple shout outs to some of the first people to check in this morning, because when you start a show, it is always great to see that you got people raring to go. But y'all know how the deal is. There can only be one. So shout out to the Highlander of today's stream. My main man has done it again. Trail Billy is in the house, back on the block, as you say, representing as he always does. Hashtag long live the habitual line steppers. Hashtag Negroes in the wilderness. Hashtag dignity over vagina. Hashtag Al Gore's babies. Hashtag hey Hydra. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. And you know what? We got to start looking at how many of these things I actually touched on in some of these subject matters, okay? Shout out to you, brother. We're going to have to do that on a regular basis. Shout out to the righteous teacher coming in right behind him. Great to see you, brother. Great to see you. Shout out to Shark Sims in the house. Good to have you, brother. Good to have you. My main man, Floyd Thompson, is in the building. Glad to see you. I'm listening is at the cool table. Great to see you as well. Elder Blood just took a seat at the cool table. We about to get it on, y'all. We about to get it on. And man, you know, in this one particular video, man, you look like Al Gore's babies are gonna be in effect. Or possible Al Gore's baby. Possible. You know. Dignity over vagina is maybe a little bit in question. There's people, out there making some harsh statements or whatever. Y'all, it's almost impossible to get it right. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's almost impossible to get it right when it comes to women when you live in America. It's almost impossible to get it right. So, y'all, be gracious, okay? Be gracious. But as you may or may not know, Tigger, y'all, big Tigger, the guy coming straight from the basement, y'all. Man made a name for himself years and years ago on Rap City's The Basement. Did his thing, freestyle with the best of them. He's been working in media, around hip hop mostly for decades at this point. When you think about it, it's been decades at this point. And Big Tigger that went out there, tried to create a beautiful life with a woman who you would think, if a woman has a chance to be with Big Tigger, a guy that's popular, handsome man for the most part, I guess. People, and I'm gonna say that about any black man. You know what I'm saying? We get these jobs in sports and all that type of stuff. Black men, we some handsome men. We some handsome men, y'all. Okay, so handsome man, good personality. He don't get bad press. We got this unfortunate situation happening where people acting like he don't have good character or something like that. The man has been known as a good guy for a long period of time. He just happens to be in media around quote unquote hip hop. But he's been all around good guy. So, he got some paper. He got some notoriety. Why would a woman be tripping about being married to him? But black women find a way to hate any nigga they deal with. I'm going to say it like that. Black women find the way to hate any nigga they deal with. It's an unfortunate thing that goes on, but we got to call it like we see it, y'all. They will find a way to hate any nigga they deal with. It don't make no difference how tall you are, how rich you are, how in shape you are, what type of reputation you have, your character. They just find a way to hate you because you deal with them. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. But they don't want you to mess with nobody else, though. That's the even crazier part. They don't want you to mess with nobody else, but they find a reason to hate you when you do not supply them one. Now, unfortunately, Tigger done got married to a woman. And, you know, I know it's a tough situation. You get with a woman, you want to believe good about her. Okay? You want to believe she's right. She's on the up and up. She's not really finna create no problems. That you're going to be able to live a good life with her. You're going to be able to have some children. You know, children to be well taken care of. He got a wife when his wife did not necessarily have to be in any bad position. Let's take it like that. She didn't have to be in any bad position because he's making money. Okay. Well, he was making money. Unfortunately, word on the street is because he's now a married man and his wife is possibly a little bit off in the head. This man done lost his job, y'all. This picture we got on screen, Big Tigger is simply trying to get his phone. I want y'all to hear that. This picture we got on screen. This is Big Tigger trying to get his phone. His wife has his phone. You know, now they are saying, now I don't know how people was able to verify this, but they are saying that the reason his wife on his phone because she was accusing him of dealing with one of his coworkers. You know, that for whatever reason. Now, I mean, let's keep it real. Tigger been famous for a long time. Yeah, he got some pull. If he wants to cheat, he be able to. You know, he got bread and all that. He would be able to cheat if he wanted to. I am not saying Big Tigger was cheating. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, is there a possibility that Tigger was cheating? Yeah, it's always a possibility when you have an accomplished young man like himself. Yeah, sure. Okay. But the thing is, his wife accused him of cheating with his co-host. All right. And she has his phone. He's trying to get his phone back. She don't want to give it to him. Now, people are saying it was his son. No, excuse me, not his son. Her son. That's what people are saying. I don't know for sure who it is. Sound like a son to a certain degree. Voice just ain't really came in yet, but it could very much be her son. But it's thought of that her son started recording this interaction between Tigger and his wife. And during this interaction, he's saying all kinds of nonsense that just don't match up to the camera. He's saying, get off her when I can't see the man on her. I see her get on the floor to try to look like a victim. But I see it's just some woman on the floor. She's throwing a tantrum. Black women throw tantrums all the time. Okay? And just because you throw a tantrum with the camera on, for me, does not change what I see. I just see a woman throwing a tantrum. All right? Now, she way too old for this. Let's just keep that real. She way too old for this. This looks absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to say young man, assuming this is her son. I mean, it makes sense it would be her son. If they at home and while this is going on, it would make sense that it would be her son. Her son is saying this stuff that doesn't even make sense when you look at the actual footage. But these two people, dumb enough, and yeah, I'm going to say dumb. Now, I'm going to forgive the son, if that's a son, for being this stupid, because he's a minor. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. He's a minor. So, I got to forgive his stupidity. But at the end of the day, who we learn the stupidity from? His mama. Now, these two idiots do all this stupid stuff because Tigger's wife is accusing him of cheating with his co-host. Now, the co-host seems like her name is Francesca Meeker. Okay. Now, is she an attractive woman? Of course. All right. Now, does Tigger want to hit it? Probably. Okay. I'm gonna be real about that. You know, just because you work with somebody don't mean you don't want to hit it. He probably want to hit it, just doesn't do it. Now, I'm gonna say shout out to this woman. I don't know if she's a sister because you know that name kind of throws it off a little bit to me. So I don't know if it's a sister. The name is Francesca Meeker, so could be a sister. I don't know. Name like that, I don't know. She look a little black. She look a little black there, so she definitely could be a sister. You know, but she's an attractive woman. But you know, she could be, you know, other things as well. I don't know, but I'm gonna say if she's a sister, yeah. Well, I'm gonna salute her anyway, whether she is or isn't. Why? Because based on what I'm hearing, this woman say y'all ain't finna play me like this. They say she putting up a lawsuit against Tigger's wife. Now, unfortunately, this is Tigger's wife, which means it's gonna hurt Tigger. But I got to applaud her for putting up a lawsuit if that's the truth, because if she's gonna slap her with a lawsuit for saying that she is messing with married men and that ain't what she own, what am I supposed to argue with when it comes to that? If she is accusing Tigger of messing with married men because she is messing with Tigger and she's not messing with Tigger, now Tigger ain't said he messing with her and she ain't said he messing with her. So at the end of the day, you know, until I hear some information that shows they are messing with each other, sound like she in the right to me. Now, unfortunately, because this is Tigger's wife, if she pursues this will still end up hitting his pocketbook. That's gonna be the sad part. It's gonna be his bank account that's gonna have to deal with it. And his wife has effectively, to my understanding, based on report, his wife has effectively gotten him fired. That's the thing, y'all. His wife, based on what I'm hearing, has gotten him fired. So he was a host of an Atlanta show. And now he ain't got no job no more. Now he done got arrested, you know, to deal with this situation. He got hit with a few charges. You know, he has said that the charges against him are false, but they say he done lost his job. Now, if he done lost his job and his lady gonna sue, I mean, I ain't gonna tell her not to sue, you know. I think that's fine for women to do. You accuse them of messing with some guy's husband, you ain't even looking in that direction. If that ain't even how you get down, yeah, why not sue to save your character? Okay, I can't necessarily say that's a bad thing. Sometimes you got to stand up for yourself. Now, I don't know why this woman that Big Tigger married then put her in this great position to be his wife. You know, all the love and respect and things that come from being his wife. I mean, to be able to drop a name like that, that's a beautiful thing. Okay? You meet a woman on the street, you know, you're doing something with her, and she said, yeah, Big Tigger, my husband, you probably treat her a little bit better. You know? Tigger get respect. Okay? He gets a lot of respect. A lot of us watched The Basement when we was growing up. We watched it. We may not watch it all the time, but we definitely watched it here and there. You know, it was one of those repeat programs too. You know, if my memory's correct, come on a couple different times in a day. You caught an episode or two, I'm sure. And to be his wife can't be no harmful thing. But you go out your way. Now, y'all saw the links I put in the description. That first link was her showing a particular face And they say she put this quote. Basically, I'm gonna say the paraphrase is basically she was saying, ask my husband what happened to my face, or how my face happened. Ask my husband how my face happened. To imply that Tigger done beat the brakes off her. That's what she was trying to imply. Now she done implied this. The man done been arrested. You got this kid, which I'm assuming is a kid holding the camera, talking about Mr. Tigger, get off of her when we clearly see the man ain't on her. All he wants is his phone. He said it plain and simple. If she give me my phone, this will be over. You can't make it no more simpler than that. But that ain't good enough. We got to make sure every black man gets destroyed. So rather than just, her giving the phone, and this is her being an example for her child based on what we're hearing. I feel bad for the young brother. Now, there may be some people coming at the young brother, but I feel bad for him because this young brother is being taught that if a woman starts acting a fool on him, he should just sit there and take it. He don't have a long way to go. Okay, when it comes to women, that young brother gonna have a long way to go because he think he's supposed to just let women do him any kind of way. And Mr. Tigger, I mean, come on, man. Bro, that's your mama. Ma, get her. Get a man his phone, ma. Dang, why you tripping? Yeah, and shout out to Afro Merchant. Because it is funny. It is funny, y'all. Mr. Tigger. Look. To everybody who was a fan of Rap City's The Basement. To us, we hit him with Tigger. We might hit him with the big Tigger, okay? But to the youngsters coming up, it's Mr. Tigger to you, okay? It's Mr. Tigger to you. Mr. Tigger! Get over! You can get another phone! Lord have mercy. Man, good luck to him. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Hopefully some bass drop in his voice and and he'll get a little bit ahead. Hopefully, man. Hopefully he get a strong voice hopefully he get a strong voice with a lot of bass in it, man. Because he about to need it. That's what it sounds like. Because if this is her son, now I'm just based on what it sounds like, I'm thinking, okay, this might sound like maybe a 15-year-old or something. I don't know, man, but I just hope he gets a good amount of bass dropped in to help him out, because he don't think he's supposed to require any level of respect, okay? He don't think his respect is worth anything. Real talk, okay? Now, shout out to Mr. Tigger, y'all. Shout out to Mr. Tigger. Mr. Tigger just won his phone, right? So in order to get his phone, he had to lose his job. This is crazy work, y'all. To get his phone back, it cost him his job. Now I'm gonna say we as black men, we should not be supporting this. And this is where, yeah, maybe we should be a little bit smarter. Like maybe the people who listen to because I believe he's working for V103 in Atlanta. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe he's working for V103 in Atlanta. Look, man, maybe whatever show it is that he work on, this one brother's gonna have to learn how to turn that off, man. Look, I know stuff is serious. I know there's accusations that could be going on. Just because it's an accusation don't mean it's the truth, but an accusation could be the truth. And I totally get that. And I understand some accusations will feel a little bit worse than others, and because people could be being harmed personally. Sometimes it's just about property, but sometimes it's about people being harmed personally. Somebody accused Tigger of doing something. No one confirmed Tigger was doing anything bad. Is it okay for black men to be innocent to proven guilty? What y'all think about that? Is it okay for black men to be presumed innocent until proven guilty? Is that okay? I mean, it's supposed to be that way in a court of law. Now, the court of public opinion definitely does not move that way. And I understand some accusations can be worse than others. But as men, if you gonna fire a man just simply for being accused, is it all right if we just stop supporting y'all? What y'all think is brothers? If it's all right, we just turn that thing off because we just look at it as that's something that's not in our best interest. We probably should avoid them. All right? I ain't saying we got to tear them down or whatever the case is, but we probably should avoid them. So, and I'm not even saying you may even have to boycott the whole station or nothing like that. But if we see a black man on a radio show, television show, whatever, podcast, anything, and they just accuse the man and he ain't been confirmed to do nothing wrong, should we support those people? Are they really worth it? You know, I'm not saying it even got to be a big old fuss, but maybe, just maybe, we should just turn people off like that. You know? Even if it's not something in entertainment, just maybe we should turn off people like that. Maybe we stop shopping in stores if we see something like that happen on. Maybe we just shouldn't go to places that we believe are attached to those situations until they can prove they're not. How about that? Let them prove they're not attached to these type of situations. Because, I mean, come on now. Big Tigger, he in trouble after all this time? This guy done pretty much kept his nose clean. And after all this time, I'm supposed to believe he a monster? Big Tigger monster. That's what I'm supposed to... I'm going to say, y'all, the man been around for such a long time. To accuse him of being an abuser at this point, it does sound very nonsensical. Okay? If he been beating up bras all this time, why is the first woman where it's coming to the light at? Okay? And then this video, this is not a support of a man who's beating on women. This video don't support that. Okay? This video supports a woman acting crazy who don't even seem to deserve a relationship. We got this big old grown woman still throwing tantrums. And you know what? It's sad that in today's time, people keep trying to come up with all these phrases and stuff to blow off what a lot of folks is doing. The woman is throwing the tantrum, man. That's what she's doing. I see her. I see her on the floor. I see her acting a fool. I see her screaming and, acting like something's wrong. This is just a woman acting a fool because she believes somebody gonna help her. Okay? But now the man done got fired. See, you're doing all this stuff and now the man done lost his job. Now, why does a wife want to be with a husband? Partly is because he gonna make sure she's straight. This man been able to do everything good in all this time, but he can't survive you because you acting a fool on the floor. And we as the people, we don't want to look at this and recognize what it is. Like, this is a fool. She's choosing to act a fool in public. Well, I mean, when you got somebody recording and they're gonna put it on the internet, that's public. So you're doing this in public to embarrass him, but now he done lost the job behind it. He done been able to keep it all this other time because you in the picture acting a fool. Now he done got fired. This is a sad state of affairs, y'all. That's what I'm gonna say. This is a sad state of affairs. But I'm gonna turn the mic over because we got a guest that done came up, so I'm gonna let him go and get to his thing. We have Innocent Tigger here to give I guess we know where he going with his. Innocent Tigger is here to give us the piece of his mind. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Woo! Man, this is as cartoonish as the original Tigger. Man, with anybody that watches this video and think there's any kind of abuse that went on ought to be ashamed of themselves. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. And whoever fired Tigger need to be ashamed of themselves. They need to be sued out of oblivion. This is just proof. This is proof that the society in which we live in stands against men, and particularly black men. They stand to destroy us at any given reason, at any given time. This is proof that black men altogether should stop dating, marrying, and having children with black women. These they are enemies of our progress. They're enemies of our children. I mean, listening to if this was her son that posted this video, listening to the rhetoric that he was speaking, and the tone of his voice, he seemed to be a little feminine back there. Bro, black women are the enemy. We are sleeping with the enemy. This woman dove on the floor in this video. I found it quite funny. I watched it about 10, 15 times. I laughed. She dove on the floor in an attempt to make it seem like he did something to her. This is horrible. And then she went later on and went and got charged for kidnapping. This woman is off her rocker. She has lost control. She ain't got no control. She ain't got no self-control or nothing. I think he's going to be found innocent of any and all charges that may come against him. But the damage is done, man. The damage is done. We need to let these black women go. It's over, man. It's over. I'm laying my plane there.
All right, now I'm gonna say, y'all, this is so crazy that people on social media is actually doing parodies of the woman acting the fool, like her phone is like, it's crazy because he done lost his job and people out here clowning the whole situation because everybody know ain't nothing wrong. This just some woman acting a fool, so. It's very ridiculous that we could be so against this innocent black man that he can get fired while you still got people clowning the situation, showing like he ain't touched at all. And they doing some real goofball stuff, but they making a comedy skit about this because this is pure comedy to people. This ain't even for like, come on, man. Ain't nobody did nothing to this lady. And we got, you know what? I hope this is her son and that he's a minor. Because guess what you did, bro? You did this, I guess, to help your mama. And all you did was convince the world your mama crazy. That's what you did, bro. You done convinced us that your mama crazy. I think your mama crazy now, bro. She's not in touch with reality. And unfortunately, it seems like you not in touch with reality. And I'm going to pray for you because it sounds like you finna be in a world of hurt when it comes to women. If you into women and you get older and you start dating and you think stuff like this supposed to happen, boy, you in a world of hurt, man. You in a world of hurt, real talk. But let me turn it over to another guest we got. We got Pukisha Strikes is in the building. Pukisha Strikes, you got the mic, my brother. Go ahead. Same to you, brother.
We got this.
Bro, you are very low. You got to speak higher. Get close to the mic.
Yeah, just can't understand normal things. Try to make a man like him. But here's the kicker. He's under arrest. He's under arrest now. He had a warrant against her.
Brother, I hate to tell you, but you way too low. We cannot follow you, brother. We cannot follow you.
That's an AL Mobile, man.
Y'all, now looking at this shameful situation, that's what I'm gonna call it. This is a shameful situation. And you know what? For the second day in a row, I'm gonna shout out good police work. Okay. Now I don't know who did it, y'all. I have no clue who did it. But let's just say it's some good police work that happened somewhere backstage, somewhere back in the scene, somewhere off camera. Some good police work didn't happen. Now I don't know if they did it themselves. I don't know if somebody called somebody off. But guess what happened, y'all? She got out here being a fool in the public. And what happened because she was out here being a fool in the public? Somebody doesn't recognize the fact that there's some kidnapping charges going on with her. Now, she was safe and sound being the wife of Big Tigger. Okay? Living a pretty comfortable lifestyle, I would have to assume. You know, I done heard Big Tigger call a lot of stuff, but I ain't never heard him call broke. Okay, I ain't never heard he was broke. You know, so you live in a pretty decent lifestyle. But because you out here, you know, putting these stories out here, talking about somebody beat me, ask my husband, how my face happened, then you coming out later talking about, hey, I never directly accused that man of anything. Now, so you sound like a nutbag, but somebody done saw you and say, ain't you that lady? Ain't you that lady with the kidnapping charges? So, you know, I look a little into this stuff, y'all. I look a little into this stuff. What that dude say in the movie, man? Man, you sound like you came straight out of a comic book. Y'all, as I look at what's going on, I'm finding out she got kidnapping charges on her because she done already been with her brother. Okay, had a baby with her brother, had issues with the brother doing all kinds of struggle to get custody of a child. Come to find out, she even left her daughter in a car for 8 hours while she was gambling. But the state didn't care. That wasn't enough to help that young man get custody of his child. So she already playing with a kid, not showing too much love to her own child. All right? Okay. You putting children in jeopardy. Now, the man was doing a whole lot to try to get his kid back. Say he done worked to the point, he done basically went broke trying to do something for his daughter. So she done made him spend it all. Okay? And when it seems like he about to get some headway, now the daughter goes missing. Ain't this about something? So your daughter done went missing. Now, on top of this, you know, she's doing, I guess, the typical thing black women do. You know, you have a baby with them, and then by the time the baby hit 2 years old, you don't want to be with the dude no more. I guess she's doing that. I don't have exact timelines after the little stuff that I ran into this morning, looking at this, and a couple things I found out last night looking at this. I didn't think it was going to be so much to a story. I thought it was just going to be a story about her trying to, you know, get Tigger, you know, in a bad spot over faking like she been injured over this phone. That's what I thought it was about. And then all this stuff about her kidnapping charges coming up. Found out another dude that had a baby with her. She named, both of them were daughters. So she give both of the daughters the same name.
What?
So we got one kid missing. And I guess possibly to help throw other people off from that first kid missing, when she has a second kid with another man, she names that child the same name as the first daughter.
Well, that's a nice way to throw off the police. I got to give them credit for that one. I got to give them credit for that one. But black women are inventive if they ain't nothing else. Hey, officer, what you talking about? Here go Pookeisha right here.
We gonna find a way to avoid that accountability. We gonna find a way. You know?
Hold up, Rod. I gotta ask you a couple of questions. As you're giving us this breaking news report, man, I gotta ask a couple of questions.
Bro, it got
So,
crazy, bro. It got crazy.
you you mean to tell me this woman has kidnapping charges? That kidnapping pretty serious. That last I recall, she got
Man.
kidnapping charges out there. She tell her son, "Go get the camera. Let's videotape this and put it on the internet." Why I got a warrant out for kidnapping?
Well, it seems like she had multiple warrants out.
Yeah, at different states, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I done got lucky. I done met Big Tigger. Big Tigger done took me in, and she better check and find out if that boy done been kidnapped too, cause she on a rampage. Big Tigger done took me in. I done hit the jackpot. We living good.
Baby.
He taking care of me. He taking care of my son. We cool. And I got a warrant out for my arrest. The people don't even know where I am. My husband doing so good, the people don't even know where I am.
Not at all. Not at all.
But I do what black women love to do. Go through a phone. Now let me tell you something, black women. Ain't nobody ever went through a phone for a good cause. I ain't never heard nobody go through a phone to not get in an argument. So I go through the phone, I lose control, and I decide to tell my son, "Hey, videotape this so we can put this on the internet, even though I got 2 kidnapping charges out there across state lines." That's how about right.
Yeah, I mean, and there's more. That's all I can say.
And I got 2 daughters with the same name right there.
I mean, bro. You know, let me read this by Trail Billy real quick. Let me read this by Trail Billy. He said the second clip, the news reporter tried real hard to diminish the seriousness of her actions. Didn't she though?
Man.
Look, y'all. I'm sitting here. I'm a content creator. That's my choice. Ain't nobody make me do this stuff. I can't blame nobody. I got to come up with a decent story, something good to put on day in, day out, to make sure if you're over here at the Roger Report Live, 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, you're going to get some good stuff. It's going to be entertaining, whether it's serious or not. It's going to be entertaining. Now, I'm over here trying to do my story about this fake abuse and this phone being taken, and all of a sudden, I get pulled into a rabbit hole about kidnapping charges that I ain't even looking for. I'm not even looking for this woman to be this vicious, okay? I'm trying to report on this situation where my man done got his job taken from him, and she's trying to act like he's abusive. I got to deal with this. I'm giving the kid a break because I believe it's a child. I definitely believe it's a child around 15 years old. I'm just praying he gets some bass in his voice, and he gonna able to be a real man at some point when he get a little older. That's what I'm praying for. I'm praying for that guy because he young. And I'm getting taken down this whole thing about this woman done kidnapped folk, and this woman done had a baby go. Well, first of all, you left a baby in the car for 8 hours while you was at the casino. So you out there gambling, having a good old time. You probably got men trying to approach you. You probably got people buying you drinks. Maybe you're buying your own. Maybe you're winning for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, she in that 8 hours now. You might have did well for a while if you in that 8 hours. And you done left a kid in the car? No food, no drink, no nothing. This kid in prison, y'all. While she in there having a time of her life, sipping on something, eating on something, gambling on. How do you gamble for 8 hours unless you sipping and eat? You can't. You're nibbling over here. You sipping over there.
That crop table was hidden, man. You don't understand. That 7-Eleven was hidden, man.
Hey, Rock.
Go ahead, Turner. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I think he did the Uno reverse. he got a compromised woman. See, this woman was compromised. She had other problems, but he know when this situation came up, he could throw all that stuff on the table, and the cops took her away. See, that's called the Uno reverse.
Oh,
That's what
Man,
sister be doing
I
to the
swear,
brothers, get
I'm
them
sitting
all
here.
compromised, messed up, and when they start causing some trouble, all you gotta do is call the police. Say, look where the drugs are.
Shout out to you, Turner, running for that one, brother. Shout out to you for that one, man. Like I say, y'all, I'm just a content creator, man. I'm over here trying to dig in my little story and see how I'm gonna frame this, see what's real about it, see what's fake about it. You know, man that lost his job. I got a guy that I'm assuming is about 15 years old holding the camera and cannot even tell what he's looking at on the camera. You know, it's bad enough as it is. And then now I got to deal with the fact this lady's a kidnapper. Now this the thing, y'all. This the thing. Yo, it's kidnapping, but it ain't kidnapping like you would think kidnapping is. That's what they try to say, y'all. What are we supposed to think kidnapping is? What are you implying that I'm confused about when it comes to kidnapping? Kidnapping mean a kid going missing. That's what kidnapping is.
they say it ain't really kidnapping. It ain't real kidnapping. It's just a misunderstanding. That's what they say.
You know? And now I could see if they was like, well, she got some kidnapping charges, but she had the child she was supposed to see and then kept the child too long and the child came back up safe and sound. Like I could kind of understand you saying it ain't real kidnapping if all that stuff going on. So as I dig into the story, no, the baby just plain missing. The girl just gone. This ain't real kidnapping. They say the girl would be 17 if she's still alive. We don't even know this lady alive. Well, this girl alive. We don't even know if this girl is alive. She could be, but we don't know it because we don't know where she at. And if you start looking for her, you're probably gonna find her half sister because they got the same name.
Damn.
Lord have mercy. I don't know if somebody put a hex on Tigger or what, because he sure stepped into something. You know? See, I ain't one of them people that say you can't give no baby mama a chance. I ain't one of them people that even say that. You know? I try to be a better Christian day to day, y'all. And I try not to condemn black women because the Bible say you ain't supposed to condemn people. So I try not to condemn them. But Lord have mercy. Look what happened when a story about Big Tigger happened to come into play. We got a woman who's a baby mama doing everything she can to stop a relationship between the daughter and the child's father. Yes, y'all, I actually listened to footage of the child's father speaking about the relationship interruption the woman was making between him and his daughter. So we got a confirmed woman trying to make sure her daughter can't have a good relationship with the father. And when it seemed like the man was making some headway because he'd been trying to get custody for the longest, seemed like when things may start to go his way, the girl just come up missing. You know, they said the girl was in the foster system for a period of time, was lost 3 different occasions. So we don't have the whereabouts of this girl who supposedly would be 17 right now. Now, maybe mama knows something that we don't know. Maybe mama knows something we don't know. Because mama acting like everything fine. And she done named her sister after you. I won't say that's kind of strange. Okay? It's kind of strange.
Roger, I got to tell you this one thing. The good thing about having a woman, Maria, that's not up to the technology, she can't even get in my phone. I got to show her how to get into her phone. So, I'm very relaxed with my telephone around her.
So you can put your phone down, huh?
Yeah, I can put it down. I can tell her to pass it to me, and she passes it right to me. Don't even look at it. Hey.
Roger, side note, I just passed by something very strange. I saw 4 prisoners, black guys, in Dumas, Arkansas. out working on the side of the road, and the two officers sitting up on horses with shotguns, bro.
When-
Like it looked like I just passed through the movie Life, bro.
They probably got accused of kidnapping.
I could have sworn I heard somebody say, "He ain't working, boss." But never mind. We'll talk about that later. I can't believe I just saw that. What go on, bro? This woman kidnapped a child, and to hide the kidnapper, she went and had another child. Named that child the same thing, same name. Now law enforcement can't find her, and they doing clips about it saying, "Well, it ain't really kidnapping. That ain't not the kind of kidnapping you normally think about."
No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't know many people who can kidnap somebody and keep them around for 9 years, 7 years. Truly, it's not.
Man, when you say it's not a real kidnapping and the girl's still missing, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you say it's not a real kidnapping, she over here, I can kind of, my mind can kind of grasp something like that. Okay, it's not a real kidnapping because you're saying a parent took the child and had the child too long. That's what I'm going to assess in a situation like that. But when you say it's not a real kidnapping and the girl's still missing, I don't know what you're talking like. See, you done lost me on that one. You done lost me.
Hey, but
It's not a real kidnapping, but she's still missing.
Roger, when a father takes it has his son for 2 hours extra, it's kidnapping. It goes they got the yellow alerts and all these alerts on your phone and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But a mother could take her kid if you're gone for years and years, and we ain't got no kind of alerts or nothing. She just walking around, no problem. It seems to kind
Don't
of be kind
drive
of
your
biased.
child home and mess around and have a flat tire. And next thing you know, you got a warrant for your arrest.
Yeah, Amber alerts on everybody's phone.
Oh my god!
But it ain't real kidnapping, even though
Yeah,
old
that's what
girl's
they
still missing.
when a woman does it. Woo. I see the bias somewhere going on. I see something.
And,
It's very
and,
obvious to
and,
me.
and y'all know who got fired when all this stuff happened? Tigger. Well, Tigger wasn't fired. This woman making false police reports and everything, got missing kids, covering up the fact that she got a missing kid, and Tigger lose his job. And what he supposed to do? What is he can't recover his own property, and he done lost his job. She out here losing kids.
Oh my god! Oh,
I don't even know what we supposed to think of something like this, y'all. Okay? Now I keep telling y'all, I know this America. I tell you, I love America, y'all. But I know this. So I know she treacherous though. I love her, but she treacherous, and I know she treacherous. But I'm supposed to act like everything okay. But let me slow it down. We got another guest up. We got LeBron's mom. Lights getting race. How you doing?
Nice.
Excuse me. LeBron's mom's lights getting nice. Glad to see you, brother. Glad to see you. Wondering where you gonna go with this one. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm wondering where you about to go with this one, but you have the floor.
Well, we all know. Well, okay. First of all, shout out to you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the panel. And I really have to say, Town you surely know how to pick them because I know that was your wife beforehand. You just don't tell nobody. And but on a serious note, yeah, my heart goes out to her, because I mean, this nigga's not a Kobe fan, so we automatically know he's an abuser. This nigga been playing all the hip hop in the basement in the 90s, but snubbed Biggie Smalls, which also pointed to an abuser. And Yeah, man. I mean, look at this nigga just wrestling this other nigga on the floor for a phone. I mean, this is not mature behavior. He's a cheater. He's an abuser, and this nigga gets what he's gonna get. Now, as far as the kidnapping stuff, hey, justice needs to be served, right? Because under my estimation, women kidnap niggas' kids all the time, right? As soon as you tell her, I don't want to have a child, to me, that's kidnapping. As soon as the court gives her full custody, you don't get shit. To me, that's kidnapping. To me, when she don't want to act right when it's your turn for custody, that's kidnapping. So you know what I mean. I don't have much of a heart on that because women been kidnapping niggas' kids since family court was instituted. I'm not my playing there. Matter of fact, family court allows kidnappings to happen.
She just misplaced the child. She just can't find it. That's all.
But whatever it may be, family court has been doing this to men and black men in particular.
It did to the father of the missing child. Family court definitely was in there. The man said he did all kinds of he did everything he could to get his daughter and get custody. He tried. He hired the lawyers, hired the private eyes. The man just plain on ran out of money. He said it himself. No, I just plain on went broke. And my thing is, what am I supposed to say to a guy who, quote unquote, fought for his child and the only thing he got from it was going broke? And now his daughter missing.
Hey, Roger, see, my first wife, that's why I had to go south of the border. I had to go get away from these people. I had to go over to the south, man. I had to keep going south.
I can't blame you, man, because all the man got right now is a sob story. And I don't even think people was really picking up on. It's like they saying this, and I'm hearing how people are saying this stuff or whatever. It's like, have y'all realized this man done spent all this money? He literally broke because he trying to fight for his daughter, and the only thing he got at the end of it was a nothing. He got a big old nothing. He don't even know that she alive.
If you are a black man with even a little bit of money, you will run into some type of legal trouble in America. Look at Marcellus Wiley, the football player. Same thing happening to him right now. Domestic violence accusations. Tigger, right now, look, right now. So at the end of the day, if you're a black man with money, you are in trouble in America.
And the black man who ain't got no money, he got a missing daughter and he broke. That's what he get for not being rich. His daughter just gone. And he broke now. Because I'm listening to the man in the interview saying how he spent the money on the lawyers and the PIs. He just ain't got no more.
That's crazy.
And that football player that's having the problems right now was told by several guys to get a prenup with this new woman, the woman from the Housewives of L.A. And he said, no. He didn't believe in that. Well, I think the story has changed right now. I think he got a different mindset right now.
I bet you got a different religion now. Dang.
Now, I'm going to say more power to everybody involved because I don't know what I'd do if I was fighting for my daughter for years, hire lawyers, and hire private investigators. And it seemed like when I might catch a break, my daughter go missing. Yeah, see, I don't believe in coincidence. That's all I'm going to say, man. I don't believe in coincidence, man. I think stuff be happening because stuff be happening. Okay? There's reasons for it that maybe ain't brought to my attention, but, man, I just don't buy into coincidence like that. And mama, see, I could say mama may know something and maybe the daughter is cool, but then you go name your next child the same name, like you trying to hide the fact that the first child went missing. That makes me a little suspect about what's going on with this kid. I'm still not saying you don't know nothing, but is this kid even alive at this point? And unfortunately, this happens to be the woman Tigger ends up marrying. Now, I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nowhere in the world he's supposed to see this coming.
Damn.
You know, because people gonna be like, well, he should have saw it coming. How? How you gonna see this one coming?
The internet, TikTok. She's a Black American. You just assume this shit's gonna happen to you. Come on, no, you should have saw this coming.
You're not gonna assume the she got a missing daughter and name the second child the same name as the first child is missing. You're not about to assume that.
Not name. Okay, the naming is a little bit weird, but the missing daughter part, bro. You see how women are cutting up left and right. You gotta assume that something's coming down the pipeline,
bro.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me get this in by Black Guru. Black Guru said, Roger, I know you don't like to blame the men in their situations, but how can Tigger and Wiley not be partially responsible for putting themselves into these situations with these kinds of women? Now, hey, I'm not gonna say they ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna say they ain't got nothing to do with it. I feel the worst for the first guy whose daughter went missing. I feel the worst for him because it's the first child being born. We don't know how she's going to react to children until she have one. You would assume that she's somewhat sane. I don't know if this woman is quite sane at this particular point, though, because to have one daughter missing and you name the second child the same name as the first child, which to me seems like you just trying to keep people from looking for the first child. That's what it looked like to me. So I feel really bad for him. So now I'm going to say Tigger should have got a PI. If you got money, use it. Get you a PI. Check these women out.
It's time for us to start interviewing the exes.
Quickly. So you always say, right? You always say that, hey, if you stay with a person, that means you want it. Right?
Yeah, you good with it.
You're good with it. So right now, Tigger good with it.
Now, Roger, you know, Mr. Tigger is a DJ on the radio here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And for his wife to go in there.
Yeah, he was. He was. Based on what we hear, he was one.
No, he might be back, but maybe. But
to come back, you got to be gone. That's all I'm saying.
For her to go where he does his show from, where he does his entertainment, and pull the wires out of the computers and break up things. That's how he makes his money. So I mean, you have to think she's a little bit crazy because that's the man makes his money by being communication and the radio, and for her to go into his
hold on now, I gotta ask a question. You mean to tell me she vandalized his workspace?
Yes, it's on camera. This is before the phone incident.
No, I missed that because I ran into all these kidnapping charges. So I totally missed the fact that she vandalized his workspace.
And when he tried to stop her, she fell into the window, and that's how she had some of the marks. Wasn't that he was punching on her enough, and she pulled up all the equipment. He tried to stop her.
Real talk. I forgot to really look into where the marks came from because I found this whole kidnapping situation going on. And I was looking into that.
So she put that on the internet.
Well, I want to say, y'all, please forgive me for not remembering to go back and figure out what exactly happened to her face when she was posing like it was Tigger, but then trying to say it wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? I forgot to look up what happened to her face because I found out she was a kidnapper. We got a missing child, and we got a second child named after the first child is missing. It distracted me, and I never went back to how she really got those marks. My bad.
Have you ever seen What Love Got to Do with It?
I mean, don't hold him too back because he is in Atlanta looking for a wife, so it's kind of hard.
No. You ever seen a thin line between love and hate?
I knew he was talking about that. I was like, he can't be talking about it. It's got to be a thin line.
Yeah, a thin line between love and hate. That's what happened. This is a crazy woman. We got to start doing not just background checks. We got to start asking the exes. Hey, man, Oh, you were with that? Let me go holler at Daryl. Daryl, hey man, why you broke up with this chick?
Look, Daryl, I know you don't know me. I'm trying to get with your ex old lady, man. Come on, man. Just be real
Man,
with a
tell me
brother.
what's up. Tell me what's up. Oh yeah, man, she kidnapped my daughter. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Is your daughter all right? I don't know. What you mean you don't know? We ain't seen her. What you talking about? Well, she went and had another child and named the child the same as my daughter. So now the police confused about is that my daughter or not. I'm trying to get 50-50 custody so I can get a I can get a DNA test.
I mean, this crazy work, man. And like I said, I know he's not gonna get no real light, but I really feel bad for that first father who literally went broke, paying for lawyers and private investigators.
How is that not a news story? How did that never hit national news that this child got kidnapped by the mother and disappeared?
And that's after she left her locked in the car for 8 hours because she was gambling.
Hey,
This the same kid. You kicking it with your mama, you get left in the car for 8 hours while she having herself a time of her life. And then you go missing.
oh my God.
You know? So I'm gonna say, yeah, Tigger should have hired a PI. I mean, when you got big money, man, you get yourself into some millions, man. How cheap is it just to get the private investigator just to make sure everything on the up and up before you go down that aisle? I mean, it really ain't gonna compare in cost, I'm sure. You know, you're not finna lose half your fortune paying for a PI, but you could lose half your fortune dealing with that woman. You know, and
Oh,
shout out to Black Hulu Stripes. He said, "How was he never ever able to get a court order for her to present proof of life for his child?" He said, in the state that he was in, they not really trying to have no fathers with the child, because he said in that state, that's where the kid got left in the car for 8 hours, and that wasn't enough to overturn anything for him. They just took it and was like, okay, I mean, she did that, but it's cool.
He won the
damn.
custody battle. He won the custody battle, and that's when the child allegedly.
Yeah, it seemed like he was about to swing in his direction, and then she disappeared. Now, at first, my first thought was, oh, so he about to get custody, so now the child disappears. So I'm like, okay, well, you just got the child hid off somewhere. But then as I'm listening to the stories, that now you with a second man, you got a second baby. It's a girl too, so now you give her the same name. And now eventually you end up with Tigger. So now I don't even think the girl alive no more. I think the girl been killed. Because when I first heard, I'm like, okay, well, she probably just hid the kid from the first dude. You know what I'm saying? She doing little stuff here and there though. So, but now you telling me she done gave a second child the same name, which I'm gonna take as she's trying to throw off whatever the role leads to the first child. And you acting like you don't have a missing child out here. And then you end up leaving that guy. You somehow you got lucky enough to get with Tigger. Everything is cool, and you still out here acting a fool. And only because you out here acting a fool did the cops even figure out who you are and where you were. So now I think the baby dead. When they say that girl should be 17 right now, I think the child dead. Now I'm not hoping that's the case, but now that's what I kind of believe. Because do I really believe a black woman who left a child in a car for 8 hours is responsible enough to hide a child for years, and that child is okay? Do I think them two people the same person? Nah. I mean, anything's possible, but I wouldn't bet my money on that. I might bet your money on it, but I ain't bet my money on that. Okay. Shout out to Black Owl Strike. He said, how do we know the second daughter isn't in fact actually the first daughter?
That's the thought. That's the thought. She basically said, hey, let's just say the daughter's name is Alice. And they looking for Alice. Well, Alice is a mission for the police to do a DNA check on Alice. This is my daughter, Alice. Yeah, he thought that was his baby. It's not his baby. It's this nigga's baby over here. She don't thought this nigga is with a mastermind. What?
Well, I'm gonna say this now. Being reasonable, the daddy know what his daughter look like. So if he see a picture of the second daughter, he'll be able to say that that's my daughter. So I got to give him some type of credit on that. And the daughters will have to be different ages.
Okay. Let's go down that road. How does he prove that's his daughter?
How can he prove that's his? He would have to get a picture of a whole girl so he can first establish that it is his daughter and then demand a DNA test to prove that that's his daughter.
Okay, the DNA test comes up that it's not his daughter.
Which I'm pretty sure would happen.
How does he prove that he ever had a daughter? When the name, this other child the same name.
You said, how does he prove he ever had a daughter?
How does he prove to the police that he ever had a daughter when the DNA test comes up that Alice is not his? You see what I'm saying? That's the perfection of this confusion.
You know, I mean, I do get you was going in and out, but I do get you that was a very smart move to keep confusion up about the first daughter. That was an extremely smart move because people gonna brush stuff off a lot quicker than they gonna really dig deep into something when it sounds like you crazy when you saying it.
He's a cybersecurity analyst. Know that, right?
You gotta say that again,
what
brother.
What did Emperor say?
He's a cybersecurity analyst.
Yeah, she has a background in cybersecurity.
A cybersecurity analyst.
Yeah. She did go to school for that. Which I guess would help you keep your daughter missing a little bit longer. And I get what you're saying, because if you go to the police station saying, hey, and we'll just use the name Alice for now, because that's not the child's actual name, because I know the child's name. Yeah, look, my name is my name is John Smith. I had a child with this woman.
Right.
Okay. Now,
right.
My child went missing. Well, what's your child's name? Well, my child's name is Alice Smith. Okay. All right. Well, we'll look into it for you. Well, sir, it's popping up right here. Alice Smith is still with your ex-wife. It's right. No, that's not my child. I had another child named Alice Smith. With who? With this particular woman. Now, see, you sound crazy. You sound crazy.
You already sound crazy, right? You already sound crazy.
Wait a minute, sir. Are you telling me you had a child named Alice Smith? And I'm with you. I'm rocking with you. You had a child named Alice Smith. I get that. Yeah, my child name was Alice Smith. Yeah. You had it with this particular woman, right? This is a picture of the woman you had the child with. Yes, that's her. She has a child named Alice Smith. It's from a different man, though. Sir, are you okay? No, I'm perfectly fine. I'm telling you, I got a child named Alice Smith that belongs to her. No, she has a child named Alice Smith with a whole different man, sir. No, I got a child with her named Alice Smith.
Right.
When was the child born? Now I don't know the years. Let's. My baby was born in 2015. No, sir. She had a child with this man in 2026 named Alice Smith.
Wait, can I get my 2 minutes in?
You do sound crazy. Now, you may not walk up at that station on your own. You ain't too careful.
Bingo, straight jacket. But man, let Shaw get in here. Shaw get in. Let Shaw get in on this craziness, man. This is absolutely crazy.
No, he got knocked off.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's go on. Let's go on with the crazy.
Well, no, hold on. He come. I was going to get to him, but he got knocked out. He come though. Twist and shout. You got the flow, my brother. Where you gonna start with this?
Well, first, because y'all went over like 15 topics by the time I got to speak, so I don't even know where to start. But with that situation you guys were just talking about, mandatory DNA test will prove that he had a child.
Yeah, but you ain't went and go get no DNA test because
mandatory at birth will show records that yes, he did have a child with this girl. Now how they gonna find out, I have no idea. But that is proof that he did have a child. But what I want to say is, well, shout out to Hot Sauce for bringing that up. Yeah, I don't really mess with Big Tigger too much because he ain't have Biggie Smalls up there in the Junior Mafia, so I can't mess with that. And like Uber said, you've been in the game all of this time, and you wind up with a female like that. And I bring that to the fact of the matter. We had a show about this a while ago about being a nice guy, and we was trying to tell you, no, nice guy ain't the move. You want to be a gentleman. This is what being a nice guy gets black men. Winding up with crazy women like this and letting them get away with all kinds of stuff because this isn't the beginning of what she's been putting him through. And I'm trying to figure out what was so important that he had to fight her over that phone. You know what I mean? Like, you got all this money, man, just disconnect the phone and get you another phone and kick her on out the house. Change the locks, send her to the grocery store, change the locks, and that's it. But if you know what you know, Big Tigger is a wild dude, and he was found in a bedroom getting it bust wide open with Jamie Foxx. So who knows what was on that phone? Because that was a big fight over a damn phone. So I really don't have no sympathy for Big Tigger. I got a lot of sympathy for the other guy you guys were talking about whose daughter can't be found. And Roger brought up a good point. I hope the girl is alive. And I want to say shout out to Big Uru. That last comment, what if the second daughter is actually the first daughter? Uru been watching too much goddamn Lifetime movies. What was binge watching? That's a wild one. Won't say it ain't possible, but that was a wild one to come up with.
How you switch at birth your own children? Come on, bro. What's going on?
It does sound like it's gonna make definitely some difficulties trying to get some officer to actually be serious and look into the case. That's for sure. You know.
Oh no, the internet gonna do it now. It's up in the air. You know the internet detectives. You thought we was good. Wait till TikTok get on it.
Nah, bro.
That's what the woman don't want to happen now. She already saying, "Don't you internet detectives start doing too much."
when you come into police, go make a police report about this, you gonna sound crazy.
There's no way around that. You're gonna sound like an absolute nut.
Man, and to get somebody to take you serious. Let's just say that the two children, one was born in 2015 and one was born in 2017. Bro, it's almost impossible to prove if you did not get DNA evidence of your child right from the beginning, which we know most guys don't do.
Exactly.
And then when you do, if you somehow are able to force a DNA test, and Alice number 2 belongs to, Jim over there, it's over with. Because it's not even your child. And you said, I've been telling y'all that's not my child. I told y'all that from the beginning. Yeah, so what's your point? My
Yeah,
child is Miss You gonna sound like the idiot.
yeah. So we all agree that this ain't your kid. So go home. That's what they gonna be telling
That's what they gonna do.
you. We all agree this ain't your kid. Now go home, okay? While you still can. You know, and shout out to Black Hoover Strikes. He said, "Is Tigger really a nice guy, or was he with the effery until the effery eventually effed him?"
The second one.
That's a good question. Now I'm gonna have to say this. Now, if Tigger knew all this stuff was going down and he was with it, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you, Gwen, because you did marry a crazy, I mean, you married the crazy lady at the end of the day. I don't even know what to say about this other than you married the crazy lady, and bro, you the most successful man out the group.
Wait, so the second Alice is Tigger's child?
No, Tigger got his own child with her.
So
So
that's
she
a
done
third
had 3
kid.
kids amongst 3 men. And we gonna call them all Alice. So
Tigger
Alice 1 is missing. Yo, Alice 2
wrong for
was named
marrying
Alice to cover up Alice 1. And then we'll call Tigger baby
Alice 3.
Well, I don't want to use the same name because she got a different name. So we'll call her Andrea. We'll call her Andrea. So we know Andrea is Tigger's baby. That's not really a question.
Is it?
Well, unless Tigger questions it, I haven't. We'll put it like this: I don't know that it's been brought into question. I'll say that I don't know that it's been brought into question.
Yeah, Tigger's not questioning it at this point.
Because Tigger's in a lavender relationship.
What they got to do with anything? You sound like these black women out here, bro. What they got to do with the craziness of this woman?
I don't know what to say that's gonna help Tigger at this point because, like I say, Tigger is the most successful man out of all of them because the other 2 ain't rich or famous that we know of. Tigger is. So Tigger should have used his money. That's all. Tigger should have used his money. And you know what? I think this is a signal. As if you're a black man, you get any kind of money, man. Before you marry a woman, yeah, you're gonna have to get her checked out. Black Guru been saying that for a long time. Okay, you're gonna have to get her checked out. It's necessary because look what a random black woman is carrying with her. You meet this woman, and her story is, I got 2 kids named Alice, and one of them is missing. That's something you ain't gonna see coming. So you're gonna need to get them investigated. But let me get a flow to Jado real quick since he done came up. Right after I read this last little one from Black Guru, he says that might explain why Tigger chose to be with this woman. She was just some wild and crazy behind beard. Ha ha ha. Well, you know what? I think she was wild and crazy. I don't think that's she probably ain't no telling what she's doing. Real talk, because she done got 3 men to accept this whole wild card. At least 2 men to accept this wild card lifestyle going on. So, I mean, how do you as a man sit there and watch your baby be named after her other missing kid? What she got going on down there to make him cool with that? I don't know. That's real talk. I just don't know. But Jado, you got it.
Hey, what's going on, Roger? What's up, fellas? Hope y'all doing good, man. I don't want to. I guess I'm gonna bring the humor down in the show, man. I guess I'm gonna get kind of. Maybe I'm getting dark. You know, my spidey senses go off, man, when I'm hearing all these stories. I guess I'll speak to this one in particular, man. Like, I don't know, man. I suspect it seems like some real evil demonic stuff is going on there, and I just can't. I can't put my finger on exactly what it is, man, but I know it's not right. And I just don't understand. Like, I do have to kind of look at the men involved and how does a woman like this get to even flourish or even exist amongst us. I just don't. I just don't quite understand it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to point the finger at Big Tigger or whatever, man. I just either he's incredibly stupid or he's part of it, man. I don't know no other two options or whatever. I just don't see it, man. These type of women should be banished, man. They should be. I'm talking about family members, friend or so-called friends, associates. I don't know, man. They need to be identified and just kind of, yeah, like they shouldn't. I want to say some harm should be brought to them, physically. I mean, sometimes that may have to be the case, but they should be kind of banished, man. Like I just don't get it, man. I'll end right there, Roger. Thanks for having me up.
Man, J-Lo, the life of the party today, man.
I know, brother. Yeah, I know, man. I gotta bring it down. Rain on the parade, brother. My bad, man.
All right. Shout out to Black Guru Strikes. He said it's insane for a wealthy and famous black man to not run a thorough background check on any woman he will repeatedly deal with. You know what? I'm gonna agree with Black Guru. If you got the money, man, I mean, ain't the point of having money to protect yourself and do the stuff that that's extra to the everyday average person? That's the point of having money. Why you work so hard to get the money if you ain't gonna use the money to protect the money?
And you know what? And I wholeheartedly agree with Black Guru on that. But I mean, if you just do a little bit of due diligence, man, you do a little research, man, and you find some discrepancy, something ain't right. Something ain't right, man. I mean, again, of course, if you have the money, the time, and whatever to hire a private investigator, by all means, do so. But sometimes you can just do your own due diligence and do a little background research, and you can find some discrepancies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just that simple.
I think that's a real and huge point. Black Guru getting talkative today, y'all. I be trying to honor him, man. He getting talkative. I'm just playing, Black Guru. I'm just playing. He says Emmanuel Ocho and Marcellus Wiley's wives accused him of sexual assault in 2012, and he married her in 2014. What the hell kind of decision is
That's what I'm saying.
making is that?
Bro, I mean, I don't know. I feel like
let me
my
finish.
bad.
And that dude graduated from Columbia. Yeah. Go ahead, Jado. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I didn't know you were still going, brother.
No, I'm done though. I'm don't get it out,
brother. I'm not the smartest guy, man. As you guys probably know already, man. But this don't make sense. Something ain't right, brother. Am I being played with? Like, yeah, this guy went to. Yeah, go ahead.
She was helping him cover a lifestyle, babe.
Hey,
one that you mentioned. This is what I always try to tell my brothers. That is our weakest thing, is these women. There's no way in the world you're going to accuse me of sexual assault and I marry you 2 years later. And I'm talking to you the day after you file a joint. Ain't no way in the world that's happening. We gotta understand our weakness. We're strong in everything else but that.
I mean, that does sound extremely horrible, and I got to keep it real. Once you say anything that even look like sexual assault, we just don't know each other no more. I'm done with you. It's over for real. I don't know you. You don't know me. I can't work with that.
This is insane. Oh my God.
Yeah. Shout out to Black Guru Strikes again. He says, I agree, Jado. Women almost always reveal the truth, even while they are lying.
Yes.
All you have to do is ask the right questions and look in the right places. you will see, smell, and hear all her dirt. And I'm gonna say, due to social media, they post it frequently now, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just how can you get around it, man? All you have to do is put in an inquiry, man. Like ask some questions, look around a little bit, and it's gonna. They can't hide it all. They just don't. They don't have to. There's some good ones out there. Let me not say that, but I'm just saying it's incredibly hard, man. When you see a discrepancy, you have to act on it, man.
Yeah, and I mean, real talk. This was. I'm gonna say this is a surprising story for me. I was not surprised about a woman trying to accuse Tigger of some type of domestic violence type situation. That part wasn't surprising. The surprising part, it was the same woman that already has kidnapping charges and warrants on her. And I'm gonna say, y'all, I mean, when it comes down to it, how stupid can you be if you know you got warrants on you? And you know it, the warrants include kidnapping. That is not something they're going to just let go, y'all. We're not going to put a warrant out for somebody for kidnapping. And then just because you hide away for a while, they just going to let that go. That ain't one of them things they're going to smooth under the rug. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? That should be obvious to anybody. So why would you get on the internet showing your face off, talking about all this stuff that happened to you, and let my husband explain what happened to my face? And you know you got these warrants out. But I'm going to say shout out to the officers that saw the woman, the wanted woman online and got the cracking and said, no, we got her. She been having for a good little piece, but we got her now. So shout out to the good police work that it took to bring her to have to deal with some of this stuff. Now, she ain't dealt with it all, but she's dealing with it now, y'all. She's in the process of. So I'm going to say shout out to police officers that actually do good police work.
She did the police work. She did the police work, bro.
Look, man. Somebody still had to see her online and make a move. Somebody.
I don't understand. That's like me going out there and offering somebody, right? And then I just happen to get lucky after the fact. Now there's a warrant out for my arrest, right? I get lucky and married Beyonce. And Beyonce, like, I got you, baby. Just, you just chill at the house and cool. I'm just chilling. And I just decide one day, you know what, man, I'm gonna go live for whatever reason. don't make no sense.
Hey, man.
What?
All I can say is some officer had to watch that live and have enough sense to say, you know what? There's my suspect.
Hey.
Let me go run the suspect down. The officer still got to do their work. Now, obviously, she made it extremely easy for whoever arrested her to get the arrest done. I will agree with you wholeheartedly there. She made it extremely easy because somebody had to be looking at now, and maybe it was somebody who tipped off a cop like, yeah, Joe, that's the lady. I've been looking for this lady for years. We got kidnapping charges. Do so, Wait a minute. You telling me a person who's wanted for kidnapping is on the internet making videos? Because that would take me aback too as a cop. You telling me the person that's wanted for kidnapping is making videos? Yeah, officer. She right here. She right on this channel. Look. I'll be gosh darn. All right, man. Here's my card. Just call us tomorrow. We about to go run her down. Because I'm talking about that is so stupid. I mean, and the amazing part though, she get run down because she's a kidnapper. At least she's accused of being a kidnapper at this particular point. And Tigger lose his job. Ain't this about nothing, y'all? Okay. And shout out to Black Uber Strikes. He said, I won't be surprised if she gets off on an insanity plea. Well, our society, we don't like to punish no women anyway. I'm going to keep that real, so I can't put that past anything. Maybe she's truly insane And I mean, if she got a missing daughter that something happened to, which I'm starting to believe something happened to the young lady, and she kept this from Tigger. Tigger, you should have enough money that this should not have been hidden from you, though. I am gonna say on your issue, on your side of it, it's this bad, bro. The first two guys, they ain't got the money Tigger got. At least we don't know that. But Tigger, come on, man. You didn't had a bag for a while now. Come on, man. You ain't gonna spend a few dollars to get this woman checked out, which you obviously didn't do. You know, because ain't nowhere in the world unless Tigger is crazy himself, but we've never seen an indication of Tigger being crazy. So I think he just made a poor decision to not have her checked out. And you know, he probably thought about it and probably listened to some woman say that ain't even necessary. That wouldn't be right. That's probably what happened to him, realistically. So as a man, y'all stop allowing women to give y'all bad advice where you don't protect yourself from other women.
Nah, Roger, this dude's giving the same advice.
I ain't gonna say it ain't
the same advice,
but
bro.
at the end of the day, you definitely shouldn't be taking it from no woman.
The men might give it out even more.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say this: I ain't never heard a man talking about you should make us sign a prenup.
the Marcellus dude did that. Like a week ago, he just got through roasting Corey Holcombs while he was on the joint with Paul Pierce. And a week later, he in this situation. Literally.
Somebody told another man not to have a prenup signed.
That's what he did.
Yeah, Marcellus Wiley did that. That's kind of, I don't, man, unlike you, Roz, I don't believe in coincidences. That just seems very, I don't know, man.
Back in the
convenience. All
back
these
in the
things
day,
happening, man. Go ahead.
back in the day, we used to say God don't like us. That was the explanation.
You know what? See, I don't want to talk too much about that because I ain't really looked into this story yet. But if he told somebody, if a grown man told another grown man for no apparent reason, don't have her sign no prenuptial agreement, and then he go into the fire, all of us say, time, that's more than timing right there.
I'm telling you, old folk used to tell us, God don't like ugly now.
Yeah, I can't sit here and just let you say that and nothing happened to you.
Hey, so this woman has children by 3 different men. Is that? I didn't look.
That's the count I'm getting. She got children by 3 different men. She got Alice by the first guy, Alice by the second guy, and Andrea by Tigger. Not the real names, but that's what we call it.
And the oldest one is missing, right? Is that?
Yeah, the oldest.
Yeah, Alice number one and Alice number two are
no. It's Alice
children.
in Wonderland and then regular Alice.
I mean, so I know. I mean, we talk about single moms a bit, man. But the first tip off, the first red flag is she's not with the father of the children. So really, man, we should be considering that. I know it's not a legal charge, but you already kidnapped 2 children already. Unless there's I'm talking about a plain, obvious reason why she's not with the father of those children. I really don't give him any excuse. I don't care. I mean, let's see, went off to war and, passed on that way, man. But you already kidnapped 2 children already. Why do I want to have anything to do with you?
And he still took her on.
Well, we don't see that as a problem. We've not been trained to see that as a problem as black men. And the thing is, we do need to get to the point where we start asking questions and getting some clarifications about what's going on. Because I'm going to say, for me personally, if I see that you have a child by one man, and this guy put up a struggle to be a part of his child's life. Now, my thing is, no matter what you tell me on your side of the fence, if I'm talking to the woman, when I see a man struggling to see his own child and spending all his money to see his own child, for me, that's a good indication where I'm gonna be if I get her pregnant. That's just a great indicator. I don't think I'm special, and I'm gonna say the sad part of black men, we're taught to be so egotistical, and a lot of y'all have been taught that your dick gonna make something happen. You believe you got the greatest dick on planet Earth. You act just like a girl. Because girls believe they can change a nigga with some pussy. And a lot of y'all been raised just like y'all mamas. Y'all believe y'all can change a woman with some dick. And it's probably worse if you got a big dick. Because you think because you got some size, this gonna work for real for you. It ain't. It ain't. Women done told me out their own mouths that they done cheated on dudes who had a big dick with somebody who's small. A big dick don't say nothing.
That's black men's only control mechanism in a relationship.
But then they don't have a control mechanism.
Exactly.
I've had this conversation with several black women that were single mothers, man. Like I don't know how much more intimate you can be with a person besides having having sex and having a child with them. That's like the ultimate intimacy, man. The ultimate. I don't know what else. I mean, maybe I might be missing something, but it doesn't get more intimate with that when you create another person with that other person. So it's like if it didn't work out with that man that you were the most intimate with, why the hell it's gonna work out with me? Why?
But Uru, I definitely agree, but that's the question you should be asking the niggas who be accepting it. The dudes who be pursuing that. Like, how do you think if she gave him everything in the world, the best Christmas gift in the world, and didn't stay with him, what make you think she gonna stay with you? And what make you think is gonna be a fruitful relationship?
Because we want to act like our mamas. My dick gonna change.
Well, there's two problems. There's two problems we have as men.
Let me read this about Black Rule
One,
real quick.
we think we got to go. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout out to Black Rule Strike.
Black Rule need to come on up here and instead of sending all these.
Let's go, Uru. You do a lot of typing.
Don't act like you don't know the address, Uru.
When he was signed up with Uncle Sam, Jado should have applied to be tested for working in military intelligence. Oh, so we got a compliment to you, Jado. We got a compliment. Black Uru said you should have been asked to be with military intelligence. That's all right,
Thank
there.
you.
That's
Thank
all
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
And he said, and I think this is a response to innocent Tigger. He said, "Cause I'm that ninja, Jado. Ninja. Don't you know that?" All right, so he don't let people know what time it is. Okay.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot who I was talking to. My bad. No, but I think we got two problems when it comes to women. Two major problems. One, we are convinced we got the golden rod. That's our own ego. And two, we believe them stories that's gonna make us the hero that the women tell us. They gonna tell us how the other man treated them poorly and how they mistreated them, how they beat them up, or whatever the story she gonna tell, and we gonna rescue. We got a hero complex, and we gotta stop believing the stories that these women tell us about their past. And you gotta start reading into, okay, so what you telling me is you like for a nigga to beat on you. What you telling me is you like for a man to cheat on you. What you telling me is you like for a man to steal from you. That's what they telling you. But no, we go in there like, no, I'm gonna make it all better. I'm gonna give you a golden rod so you gonna be on cloud 9, and I'm gonna take all your problems away. That's what we actually believe.
I'm with you 100% there, brother. Once I found out you was with a man who beat on you, I know I can't rock with you because I'm not finna play that game of just beating on you on a regular basis and hope it works for me. No, I ain't playing that with You
don't
like
know.
a dude who know how to give you a 2-piece combo. Since I don't want to do that on a regular basis, I'm just gonna let you have these streets. It's that simple for me. You
Hey
know?
man, all the stories. I'm trying to think, like all the stories that I've been given by women over the years, man. I don't think any of them checked out, brother. I'm talking about 100% checked out. It's always like
Yeah.
a partial lie, and it never checks out 100%. I've never experienced that. Maybe I just be dealing with some, raggedy hoes, man.
No,
Maybe it's just me.
I don't think so.
No.
I'm not saying the stories check out, but if you tell me that your last dude was beating on you, you're telling me that you like dudes that hit you. I don't have to believe you about what the dude did, but you are telling me what you like. Because nowhere in the world you was in that situation for any period of time and you didn't like that situation. So you could be a liar, but you could just be looking for the man that's gonna beat on you. And since I'm not gonna be that guy, I got to let the streets have it. It's
I'm,
that simple to
I'm
me.
with you. I'm with you, J-Lo. The stories don't never check out, bro.
They
Yeah.
and look, and I don't, like they never tell you the part about they said they spit in that man's face or smacked him. You know what I'm saying, or threw a pot at him or something.
Now
He probably
I'm
did.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you where we went wrong, though, J-Lo. I'm gonna tell you what our problem is, right? Because you
Mm-hmm.
came in here dumping on Tigger, so I'm gonna dump on you. I'm gonna tell you what you did wrong.
Yes, sir.
You didn't check. You didn't check the story out until she broke up with you. You didn't
Hey,
find out that she lied to you until it was over with.
hey, brother. The investigation goes on immediately with me, bro.
Well, I'm gonna say,
Immediately.
which I have said on record, Joe, I just don't generally believe none of them. Okay, it's just my world has been a lot easier since I just assumed they was lying from Jump Street rather than now. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I will give a woman benefit of the doubt. That does not mean I'm gonna believe what she tells. You know what I'm saying? I just assume they liars. I have said multiple times the one thing you can trust black women to do, or you can say it's two things. You can trust them to lie to you, and you can trust them to lie on you. That's what you can trust black women to do. They're going to do that no matter what. And this is just another case of that. We got a random black woman, well, random to me, but she's married to Tigger, and she lied on him and caused the whole domestic situation where now he done lost the job. And that's why I say she dumb. You did something so dirty, the husband that takes care of you lost his job, which means he's not making the money to take care of you anymore. You're stupid. You're a dumb broad. You got to be dumb to do that. I can
Well,
hate you to death, but if you take care of me, I ain't gonna make it public that I hate
Roger, you correct. There's two phases to the relationship. Lie to you and lie on you. Phase one is lie to you. That's when you in the relationship. See, when you meet her and you're in a relationship, she lied to you. When you break up, she gonna lie on you. So that's how you know you don't broke up. See, she ain't got to tell you that she don't broke up with you. When you figure out she lied on you, relationship over with. That's usually when the police come and all that. Yeah, she gonna lie on you. Tigger just in phase two. He just found out he in phase two.
But I'm gonna say, yeah, it is a shame that Tigger, who been getting some big dollars for a long period of time, didn't have a full investigation on this woman that he's gonna marry. And I do think, yeah, we, like I said, we got to get past this socialization we have of being afraid of black women. Because at the end of the day, what's gonna happen if he get her investigated? She'll have an argument saying, "Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you trust me?" At some point in time, black men gonna have to say, "Because I didn't choose to," and just let it be what it's gonna be. It's trust without verification. A black woman told me that. She said, "Don't trust people without verification." You can trust them, but you got to verify stuff from time to time. Now, why she tell me that?
We gonna start up the JDO Private Investigation Services, and everybody can just run it through JDO, and JDO gonna run it down.
It
and
is
report.
what it is, man. What make black women so untouchable that we shouldn't be doing that to them? You know, they've been running this scam,
Cause your
especially
mama
since the
black.
prenup thing that came in. You know, my mama needed a prenup. That's what my mama needed. She divorced. I
You
was
know,
just gonna say they've been doing this to us ever since this prenup stuff became like a public thing. Well, if you ask me for a prenup, that means that you don't trust me. Hey, if that's how you interpret it, then interpret it that way. But I still need it though.
hey, Roger, with the being skilled of black women thing, I think that's definitely legit, definitely valid. But I think a lot of times, man, I think brothers don't be a lot of brothers just don't want to know, bro, for their own sake, for their own ego, bro. They don't even want to open. Oh man, I'm afraid of I don't really want to know the truth, man, because it's scary. That's what I
Yeah.
think a lot of brothers are suffering from too, as well. It's like a blow to their own ego. Like, oh, okay, this bro really don't care about me, though. This chick is really like evil, man. I'm not that nigga that I thought I was.
Well, I mean, that's
We like to
probably
be lied to. That's why strip clubs are so popular.
Yes, they want to be sold a dream.
Yeah.
I know, Raj. Hey, brother, I'm just trying to be truthful out here,
no,
brother. I've
I'm
seen it
not
too
saying
much.
you're wrong. I am
I
not
know, no,
saying
I
you're
know,
wrong.
I know you're not, but I'm just saying, you
Nah,
just got to tell the truth, brother.
J-Lo came in here like drunk today. He seen it was a party going on and he turned the lights on and turned the music off. That's what he did.
Get y'all out of here. You ain't got to go home. You got to get out of here, man.
So you niggas having a good time. I'm coming to the party over with.
Now, shout out to the neighbors protecting him. He say, Jado, you just described my younger brother.
Hey, I'm speaking on some of my relatives too. I know for a fact.
He said, and it's trash because it forces the rest of the family to role play or to be the villain.
Man.
And that's real talk at the end of the day. That's why I want to go. I'm chuckling about it. Because I know Jado, this is the truth. This is the truth. But I like to put it with, you know what I'm saying, with men being afraid of women. Because it is a fear of what you're going to find out about your particular woman. And if you're afraid about what you're going to find out, you're going to have to get past it. We supposed to be leaders, man. We got to deal with the actual data of the situation, whether we like the data or we love the data. We got to deal with the data. That's the main thing. We got to deal with data. So at the end of the day, man, I can't be in Tigger's position and end up marrying some woman who got she got a kidnapped baby and another child that was named after the kidnapped baby. She looked crazy to me just off that alone. Okay, if I'm him, I'm gonna spend a little money, have her investigated. They're gonna come back to me. Yeah, she got 2 kids, right? But one of them missing, and they got the same name. I'm not marrying that woman. That sounds nuts to me. Real talk. That sounds nuts to me. I don't think I should marry that woman at all.
You got it. It's not. That's never gonna happen, Roger. No man is gonna investigate a woman before he sleeps with her. And most men, after he sleep with the woman, if he enjoyed that experience, he don't even want to report the investigator for the gift.
Nope.
I did not say he had to
It's not
investigate
gonna
her
happen,
before he
bro.
sleep with her. But if you thinking about marrying this woman and you got
No,
money, bro, how do you not do this? That's
but
how I
I'm laying
protect
out
my
the
money.
logic of it, bro.
Now,
I understand, but I'm laying out the logic of it. You see, you want to ignore biology. You don't understand that these dudes out here, no matter how much money you got, the biology of it is, I like how she make me feel. And once I like how she make me feel, I don't want to know the truth.
Yeah, see,
bro,
There it is.
if I
Roger, you
got
think just because they got money, they no longer operate like black men in the brain? They do. They
I'm
literally
gonna put it
do.
like
I
this,
got
man.
constant access to this good feeling that this woman is giving me. and I'm finna go out here and get a PI report. No, sir, I don't
And
want
mess it
that.
all up. Mess all that good feeling up, man.
Wait a minute
No.
now. My thing is, we gotta have some dollars and cents about this situation. Let's say you sitting on $3 million, man. You sitting on $3 million. You hire a private investigator, which I have no idea what the price would be. But I mean, let's say you throw $100,000 because you got $3 million. Okay, I got another $2,900,000 to protect. Will I give up $100,000 to protect the other $2,900,000? Yes. I got to do this one now, because she could end up with half of this, or just about all of it if the situation go right. I know what country I live in. I can't afford not to get her investigated, and that's real talk. I can't afford not to. I'm worth too much. That's what I'm seeing. And you know
All
what?
that
They
sounds
told me
good.
what to do already, bro.
All that sounds good.
Hey, hold on now. If she start acting up,
That sounds good before you go wrong,
I'll just hit
Roger.
her friend.
Man, listen, all that sounds real good till you start going wrong. When you start going wrong, you don't want to hear none of that, man. I'm telling you, bro.
The condoms were made to protect your feelings and your emotions.
That's the true purpose, right? That's the true purpose.
I mean, you're going to have to make a decision. Is it that good? I'm going to say the answer is no.
Hey, but Roger's been proving the opposite, man, so many times, man. So many times, bro. These guys have thinking brains, man. I mean, Marcellus Wiley's a smart guy. He went to Columbia, right? Like, bro, this is not like average dudes with average IQs, man. Some of these guys are very smart, man.
So let's use Mr. Wiley as an example. Explain to me, outside of him hitting it wrong, that he married a woman that prior to that had him charged with sexual assault. Explain it to me, Roger. He ain't got to do no background check on this one.
I mean, I'm going to say again, I haven't looked into his story yet, but shout out to that brother. No, bro, I had a woman call the cops on me. I was gone that day. That was it. We can't just be cool like that. You didn't call the cops. So I don't know what was going on in his head, but you got to make, man, y'all, black men choose the money. That's all I'm going to say, man. Choose the money. I don't even know what to say on that one, bro. Real talk. The money going to be there for you. The money, it'll sit with you. You can cuddle with it. You can kiss it. I ain't gonna advise it, but you can lick it if you want to. The money gonna do all that stuff you needed to do, man. Real talk. Okay?
You know
that money will get you taken care of. You can buy some, or heck, you can rub it on your Johnson yourself. But that money gonna be there for you. Okay?
Man, I wish it was that simple, Roger, man. I don't know. I think we both, I think on the women's side and the men's side, we both, we talked about religion, man. I believe in God, man. Like, I think, I don't know, man. I think he kind of evened this out a little bit, man. Like, he gave them that vagina to manipulate men, and he made some suckers that are going to be manipulated by it, man.
And
I don't
right
care how
after
much you inform them. Yeah, my bad.
No. That's perfect, because right after that, here come Black Rule Strikes in. You ain't lying, Shark. I went in without a wetsuit and my wife 35 years ago, and they never looked back.
35 years later.
Come on, man.
Still trucking along,
Come
man.
on, bro. Now, ask a man like Black Guru, do he want a PI report on his wife? Hell no.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Roger, once you go wrong, you don't want no paperwork, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Once you go wrong, it don't matter what you saw. What you doing?
There it is.
You go wrong. It don't matter what you saw. I can't live like that, man. Real talk. I can't live like that, man. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say, yeah, I did grow up in a Christian home where we had to go to church, and the first lesson I remember from church, y'all, this is the very first lesson I literally remember from church. Maybe I was, I don't know, 8 years old or something, maybe younger. But the first lesson I remember in church was that women was taking men down. Something clicked in my head as my first memory from church. Dang, David went down because of a woman. Adam went down because of a woman. Samson went down because of a woman. So on and so forth. That's the first thing I remember from church.
Wait, Roger, in defense of Adam, that nigga was hungry. That's all that was. He got caught up. Stomach got him in trouble.
Nah, I mean, I heard a person give a theory that I accept as a reasonable theory. He said the reason Adam did what he did was because he was trying to protect Eve. He knew Eve messed up, and he probably ate that fruit because he said he was not deceived. He probably ate that fruit basically saying to God, whatever you do to Eve, now you got to do it to me. That seems reasonable.
He had to.
I'd have let her die, but it seems reasonable. You know, I like to think that of myself. I would have just let her die. You know, God made me one woman, he probably can make me another. You know, and maybe Eve could have been redeemed some kind of way and everything would have been fine. But I would like to think that I would have left her out there bogus. That's what I would like to think. Adam tried to do something to, you know, but now, you know, you got the whole world messed up because of her. You know, but at the end of the day, maybe he was trying to be an honorable man. That's all I can really give to him.
Sir.
But where that gonna get me?
Sir.
You know, the honor black men have for women seems to destroy black men.
No, sir, the first instruction that Adam and Eve got was to be fruitful and multiply. They had been being fruitful and multiplying, right? He had no way right.
See, God is stopping you from misrepresenting him because we don't hear what you're saying right now. You know, we ain't hearing what you're saying.
Hello? Mic check. Can you hear me?
We hear you now. We didn't hear the rest of it.
Mic check. Can you hear
we
me?
hear you now.
We got you.
I said the first instruction that they were given was to be fruitful and multiply. They had been doing that. Otherwise, God would have got on them about that. He got on them about the tree, so that was later on. Bro, he had them already went raw. Man, they don't care after that, man. This is this from biblical time to now. So nothing makes sense after you go wrong, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Wasn't no condoms back then. That's
come on, bro.
It wasn't no condoms back then. So you said the problem is Adam already had a little taste.
Man, he believed everything she say. I've been trying to tell you this whole show.
Shout out to Adam, man. Trev Billy said many men have less of pussy, take them out the garden to eat. And I do want to acknowledge, shout out to you, a Great Black Reset. Because yesterday, toward the end of the show, you sent a cash app, said, what'd you say? What my thing at, man? Money for the courts. You know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate that. Money for the courts. And I got one other one too. And all of a sudden, now I don't see what my joint is to read it off. So I'll come back to you when I find it. I'll come back to that when I find it. But appreciate you, Great Black Reset. I got one more to acknowledge. Somebody hit me. Oh, no, it was Oliver the Gray. He hit me this morning. That's why I made him the sponsor of today's stream. Oliver Gray hit me about, what was it, like 6:43 in the morning, 5:43, something early, something before the show started. Man, I appreciate you, brother. Number one, good to hear from you because I ain't seen you in a while. You may have just found the channel again because you know how they do me around this joint. So shout out to you, Oliver the Gray. I expect you definitely hearing this. Appreciate you big time. And that's why, I didn't even make a show, but Oliver the Gray is a sponsor of today's stream. Let me get that scrolling. I'm disrespecting that, brother. I'm disrespecting. No disrespect, bro. I'll put you right to the top because I hadn't heard from you in a while. So let me get that taken care of right now. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get a mic to the nameless protagonist because he's coming up. So you have the flow, my brother.
To the chat and the instructors on the panel. Honestly, I ain't want shit. I wanted to laugh at this video. I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Go ahead, my brother.
Keep it 100 with you. When that video came out, the way they parried the brakes off of this really surprised me because we were used to seeing this whole thing with the domestic violence situation turn into, the people you idolize as heroes are really these evil predators. Like there's a sort of a undercurrent of narrative that we've seen from sports figures, actors, where people are kind of numb to this really ever since the Me Too movement happened. But when they put this video out, when this video came to surface, the way it looks so cartoonishly set up and seeing this chick essentially throw a tantrum and knowing that you can literally go to jail for that, what was more telling was the way people were responding to it, because this one was a little bit different in that the response came so quick that people were making songs about it the next day. I don't know if you've seen some of that. But yeah, they got these songs talking about these hoes. They warned about that whole situation because everybody understands what's going on with it. And it's interesting seeing how some of that pushback is coming from certain schools of thought about believe all women, and that believe all women sort of statement or challenge or axiom is bubbling up to the surface, and it's kind of getting an additional magnifying glass put over it. And what I find interesting now is normally when that occurs, you get a lot of pushback. Mostly the ones that are trying to give the pushback to this are other women, which I think is interesting and really speaks to the state of things now. Usually you would see a lot of men rappelling in from the ceiling who are part of that whole ideology, trying to defend it and shame men into being upset at Tigger. But this is an illustration where everybody sees what's going on and everybody understands why it went down that way. And it just gets more hilarious seeing how comfortable and lazy people got in that situation, that you can get someone screaming at Mr. Tigger, Mr. Tigger.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say, honestly, this the one black women need to be doing some protection about. Why am I saying this? Because we talking about Tigger. He been famous for a good long time now. He been doing something since the 90s. And Tigger married a woman who had already been with 2 other men and had 2 other children. Now, that's one thing on its own. Then when you look at the fact that she has a shady background when it comes to the children. She done left one in the car for 8 hours. Then the girl done went missing and Tigger still married her. If black women are gonna try to protect anybody, they should be trying to protect Tigger, because he need to be the representation that they trying to push. Well, look at Tigger. He took one of us off the streets, and she already was a 2-time baby mama. And she got a questionable background of even taking care of kids. If there's any man that black women should rally around right now, it's him.
Which is the point, because growing up in the DMV, I don't know how many folks are in the chat who've been in the DMV listening to PGC 95.5 when he was really big then. You know, there's this strong undercurrent of pro-blackness that was always there with that whole station in particular, but Tigger especially, because it was always this concept of The only way you can support the black community is if you get a black chick. So it's why I was making the statement earlier in the chat, because I didn't get in this business, whether or not it was a situation where he hit it, she ended up being pregnant, they were in a relationship potentially, and then they just decided to get serious. And, you know, the outcome would have been, here go Tigger looking like, because does Tigger have any other kids outside of who he has with this chick?
I don't believe he does.
Yeah. So it's not like he's some individual that got a gang of baby mothers, right? So if he ends up getting in a relationship with this chick, and he could have met her anywhere. I mean, you got Howard University, things going on there. He's hosting events and parties all over the damn place. DMV is just packed. Anywhere in Maryland, they're in Maryland. What was that, Silver Springs? All kind of people out here. So that sort of scenario is so common, especially in the professional class, that the idea is that if she shows up with a kid and it's yours, asterisk, right? Then the concept is you go ahead and, you know, you do the old school shotgun wedding scenario, or you quote step up. And that's the whole premise behind that relationship. So if you look at this cartoonish video, he's not yelling at her. Like you see in the where it's still framed right here, people have watched siblings be more aggressive with each other, which is what this looks like. And it was enough just off the word of her saying it to get him in jail. So,
You know,
yeah, go ahead.
no, name is protecting. What kind of? Yes,
Before
sir.
he goes, shout out to Floyd Thompson, who came through on the super chat. Just talking about super chats, and he sent one down. Dropped the $10.57. So shout out for the Trail Bentley attacks as well. And he says hashtag poor Tigger, hashtag psycho wife. Yeah, I think that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a psycho wife, if you ask me. But go ahead, Jado.
No, I was saying what kind of bothers me with I do see the women kind of lending their support to Big Tigger. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it kind of bothers me. My antennas go up when I see, because, and this is no knock on Big Tigger, man. I like Big Tigger. I grew up watching him and stuff like that. But he's very accommodating and smiley and very, like, he seems like he does everything right on the surface. Again, I don't know him, of course, but it's so. And I suspect that if this was a man that had, I want to say more. Maybe he said something, or he corrected a woman, or he said anything deemed to go against a black woman or women in general. I suspect that they would have a whole different attitude towards this. If he was perceived to say, you know, black women need to start, you know, they need to get married, or anything that would be perceived as going against black women, I suspect there will be a whole nother attitude towards this. That's what I suspect.
Yeah,
I agree with that 100%.
If I could say something, and you know, shout out to the Kobe fans. Big Tigger, he ain't shit, because you know he's one of those dudes that got that like kind of shit eating grin smile. You know, he backstabs black men, i.e., he's not a Kobe fan. He patronizes black women like Derrick Jackson. So this is why he gets that support, because you know he was a Derrick Jackson before Derrick Jackson was Derrick Jackson. You know what I mean? And that's how he's getting us the support right now, in my opinion.
I think we all are in a current concurrence with that. It's I don't even think you understand the degree to which you're correct on that. When you observe the way he would handle a lot of those functions in the DMV, it was, I don't think you could get a better poster example of what it would mean to have the gynocratic happily ever after, other than that. And it's kind of like the epitome of, quote, I can fix her, or Keisha just needs some coaching. That's exactly what this is.
I mean, he's down for the gynocracy. I mean, shout out to Black Hoover Strikes. He said, hey, well, he has been vetted and approved by the gynocracy. And I'm gonna say yeah, because I've never really seen him speak on anything that would make a woman give pause at all. He'll avoid it, or he's just not gonna answer anything in a way that's gonna be bad or perceived as problematic for black women. So he definitely been on code for a while. And at the end of the day, I mean, I get it. Most black men, we have been thoroughly pulled into the gynocracy, and we don't even know that the gynocracy even exists. And how much more would you need to do than marry a woman who already got 2 kids by 2 different men, and you're the successful guy? The 2 other guys, we don't even know their names.
Right? Is he? That's why I mean, like, look, man. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'll go after you.
No, I was just saying, like, even in the video, I'm sure, Rod, you pointed it out earlier. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, Roger, can you remove the thing off the screen? So, Nameless, you say you had no idea how right I am, brother. I know how right I am. Like, you see my name? That's how right I am. And then, most importantly, I mean, and he's smart, bro. He's smart because in America, if you got money, at some point you're going to jail, and your nickname is going to be New Booty. So, touche to that nigga, because I also would not want to. I do not want to be New Booty, and Reset can tell y'all niggas because he's in the jail game.
I mean, even in the video, he was very, very conscious of his image, man. Which I'm not saying that's wrong, man. But it's like, if someone, I'm a very patient man myself, man. But if someone has something in mind, a possession of mine, they just taking it. Be kind of aggressive, man.
Wait, Tato, he can get a new phone, remember?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. I'm not stepping on her, Alex.
But Jado is something in that phone, man. He don't want the world to see.
Hey, Alex.
Well, you know what? Is it okay for Tigger to have something in his phone that he don't want the world to see? I'm gonna say yeah. So I ain't got no problem with that. But it's his phone, it's his business. Let him handle his business. Now that's his wife. They should have some type of understanding to each other, but obviously they don't have it. So my thing is that don't give you permission just to, you're supposed to just act that way. You just take it and just do whatever you want. My thing is, I'm fine with she can take it and do whatever she wants, as long as we as men can do the same thing.
If I gave you no context and you saw that image, they look like siblings fighting over control.
Yeah, it looks goofy.
Nameless, I said they in the lavender relationship. She's his cover. They basically girlfriends living in the house together.
Oh man, that wouldn't surprise me, man. And it wouldn't be the first time we heard of nothing like that from that particular caliber celebrity.
And that particular celebrity himself.
Damn.
Well, I ain't gonna do that to Tigger unless Tigger want to come out and say that about himself. He, it's cool to be gay. Nowadays, people act like it's a cool thing to be. So,
but it makes the video even more hilarious if that's the case, because it's like even in that scenario, who goes to jail? Like, bruh.
Well, I mean, if he is what you say he is, he's about to get a smorgasbord of dicks in his mouth. Shit. But that might be a good thing for him.
Well, I don't think that would be the reason she's trying to snatch this man's phone up, though. She trying to prove to the world he gay?
No, the whole point was the whole argument started because the co-host that he was on the show with, they were getting too comfortable for her comfort. So that's the whole idea of wanting to argue over the text messages that he was giving to her. And she was clearly on some projecting type of time. And that's allegedly was the foundation for all of this. So at the end of the day, man, like, again, I think the reality of it is if we didn't have the video, the running narrative and the inertia around these topics would dominate the context. But after seeing the video, it was just so comedically obvious what was actually going on that it's hard to take it serious after that.
And he's still out of a job.
Yeah, man, he may not be able to again. Maybe he go work for T-Mobile.
Well, see, that's the thing. It can be comedy, but he's still out of a job.
Yeah, well, that's that whole believe all women effect, because the community and everybody was frying him to death over this until they seen the video. Before the video, it was Big Tigger's a woman abuser and all of this, and now all the things is, oh, he was struggling with his wife. I had to say that on the comment or something. I'm like, oh, so now it's struggling now that y'all see the video. Y'all didn't know what happened, and he was just hating on women. So I agree with Nameless. The narrative, and thank God this video came out for him, regardless of what we think of him. This kind of didn't save him as far as saving face. I don't know if he could probably fight to get his job back now, but before he was fried.
Yeah, and I think now. Oh, go ahead, fam.
They ain't gotta do nothing but put some black women on the grand jury or black women as a jury. If it goes to trial, he's gonna be found guilty. So the video ain't gonna help him.
I don't think anything gonna help him. He's out of a job. I mean, let's be realistic about this. If they cared about him, why didn't he get his job back? Get his job. But the company don't want to say, well, we believe in this nigga. We'll give him his job until these things are situated. Ain't nobody made no statement like that.
Well,
and I was just talking about this yesterday, how a lot of stuff don't change because of body cams and things like that. The narratives are gonna start changing if people ain't careful. Because black men don't attack people like that. You know,
my thing is, in the meantime, this chick got 2 counts of kidnapping in 2 different states. And don't nobody got no smoke for that.
They don't even seem to care for real. You know? And that's why I say she's stupid. You got all this stuff going on in your background. You tucked away at his crib, being his wife, and you are absolutely fine. And you dumb enough to get on the internet to accuse him of something. But now the people in law enforcement, oh, that's you. Now we know where you at. All I gotta do is look up Tigger's address. These are people in law enforcement. It ain't like they can't get the man's address. Random people get people's addresses. You tell me law enforcement can't get his address? Get out of here.
But
that's just black woman logic.
Well, to your point too, those charges were under the context of her gatekeeping the kids. So again, it's the same exact formula. You know, this is an excellent case study of why this doesn't pay. And we're seeing it happen at the top levels, so where even when you do everything right and become a turbo gynocrat, this still happens. And what's going to occur to that for the defense modality is going to be, oh, well, he should have chose better. And that's like the infinite combo loop of hindsight that will always be used to validate misbehavior. Because every red flag in a situation is a red flag in hindsight. And when it's occurring in the middle of a relationship, it's a struggle you're supposed to multiply by 0 with to overcome.
Well, you're toxic for noticing it if the relationship is still going on.
Right.
Which is the crazy part. And the girl's still missing. I'm just throwing that out here, y'all. The girl's still missing. He done lost a job and the girl's still missing. And I'm going to read this by Black Who Strikes, then I'll turn it over to Inspired Truth, who just came up. He said, at this point, there is an active assault charge against Tigger. The radio station owners / managers are not going to allow him back on air until he has been fully cleared of wrongdoing. And I'm going to say, yeah, that's absolute correct. And that's my expectation. But I'm going to say, Black Who Right, I'm going to call it right now. Even after it's over with, they ain't finna ask him to come back. I'm calling it now. He will get cleared and he still won't be asked to come back.
And that's what black men need to come in and say we not messing with this radio station no more. Because the
Yep.
reason why he got fired is because black women would have had a whole fuss, and women period would have had a whole fuss about a man who beats his woman being a radio host. So it comes back to us again, like we gotta start standing up for each other. You ain't got to get beat up for your brother, but you could at least write a petition and you know what I mean, send some letters to a person's job saying we're not supporting this unless this man who has been exonerated of what he's been fired for is hired back.
My thing is, if they just simply turn it off, a lot happens when you turn it off. Tell your daughters turn it off. Whatever woman you got control of, turn it off. When stuff start, when the numbers start disappearing, people start figuring out what's going on. You don't even have to tell them for the most part. They figure it out. But let me let Inspired Truth get up in here. You got the mic, my brother.
All right. I hope everybody's having a terrific Thursday. Man, this is crazy when you stop and think about it. Like, she was able to do all of this reputational damage without his phone. Imagine what she would have been able to do if she actually had access to his phone. Like, she would have been able to get on all of his Instagram account, all of this, that, and the other, saying all kinds of wild stuff. She would have been able to get into his like bank account stuff, moving money around. She could have done some real damage with that phone, man. And I think that I agree with what Nameless said. Like, it's always, oh, you should have chosen better. Or while you're doing it, while you're actually active in it, well, you need to alpha your way through it. Like, there's always a responsibility that's kind of like lumped onto you that takes away any kind of semblance of accountability for what a woman's doing. And that's kind of the paradigm. It's accountability for you and it's forgiveness for them. And that's the way we rock this society. And I'll land there.
Wait, Inspired. What you're supposed to have is a set of tarot cards so you can read the future and channel the ancestors and know 100%. Always your fault, fam, no matter what you do.
Absolutely.
You don't see how you in with 38 time machines. Because at the end of the day, every time you go fix one thing, now you got to go back and fix another thing and remember. At the end of the day, the problem is if you stop the problem, you are toxic.
Hey, Tigger. Innocent Tigger.
I know that's him. Sure was him. Yeah. Yeah. See, and the thing is, we as men, we accept that when a man spots a problem, he's in the wrong. And then we'll say you should have chose better too. Instead of him just reacting to the problem that he spotted.
Hey, fellas, I don't know if I can't fully buy into that, right? Like, the man should be accountable for what he should be accountable for. So just because if I say something like maybe you should have vetted her better or something, the woman should still be held accountable for what she did wrong. Those two things can't exist at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I would never say, "Oh, Tigger, you did that." No, she's wrong, but he shouldn't have picked her. He shouldn't have picked the chick. Both things can exist.
Wait,
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, they can exist at the same time, but in most people's minds, they won't.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a particle collapse situation, which again, I just think this is a feature of the social media space, really the relationship space conversation in modernity. The idea again that the very things that get reclassified as red flags are challenges while the relationship is in motion. And everybody challenges the concept of, okay, well, this idea of choosing, but if the situation boils back down to life happening, and the idea is I'm going to make the best out of the situation, I don't think it's fair to charge him as if he intentionally tried to cause a problem. Because again, it goes back to the point Roger was making earlier, just a second ago, about, yeah, she plays a role in that as well. So like, people have been in relationships for a really long time. Maybe Black Uru can speak on this too. There's a lot of situations that from the outside looking in could have constituted as a red flag that could have been ignored, that should have been reclassified as, well, you could have ended the relationship. But because they stuck through it, or because certain things occurred, the relationship got stronger because of that.
And he did everything the guy Knoxy told us to do.
Yep.
I'm talking about
everything. That's why this is so hilarious. Go ahead, fam.
Yeah, the man became very successful. The man became famous. He has status. He has pull. This guy knows stars. There's stars that he can just call them up directly. He did all that stuff. Not only did he do that, he took a single mother from out the pool and made her a wife. And guess what? He ignored the fact that she got this missing kid. He did all that so she could have a terrible background and everything. Now she say that he do something wrong that he didn't even do, and nobody seems to care. So the gynocracy ain't helping him out none right now. Ain't nobody offering him no jobs nowhere else. The women, I mean, it's the funny videos is one thing, but this guy is stuck for literally obeying the gynocracy. He 100% stuck right now.
Yeah, that ends up being a case for passport bros and everything this space is talking about all over again, which is what makes this low-key hilarious. Because even when you follow this to the inevitable conclusion, it still boils down to whether or not she chooses to participate or not. Because the reality is, well, all of her red flags, I guess we can call them that now. Even with all those red flags, I'm gonna remind you, this was the state, same area that had that dude that took himself out, took the chick out and himself out over not being able to see his kids. This is a systemic emergent of certain people having the final say so on being able to go for the nuclear option, which is to get the state involved to solve an issue, which is all this is. If she didn't have access to the state the way, some people really don't have in other countries, then we don't get this far and we never hear about this happening. And so long as that nuclear option remains for a lot of people, this could happen in any scenario, red flags or not.
This lady better make it work with Tigger, because I don't know what any man's gonna do with that. Like, what can you do with her? A regular guy, what can he do with that?
What you can do is never see your child again. That's what you can do. You can almost have your child die because it's stuck in the car for 8 hours while she at the casino, tricking off all her time, doing whatever she's doing in there. And then your baby come up missing. You can never see your child again.
Isn't that exactly what happened with the dude in Maryland, though? That you gonna learn today? Yeah. Well, anyway, that's all I'm saying, man. This is an emergent pattern I'm noticing. And when you've got somebody like Tigger who followed the rules, you can't say he was broke. You can't say he ain't do A, B, and C, that he wasn't providing. It's gonna be a combination of, he should have chose better. It's like,
and we can't even get
we
can't even get the son in the background to support him. Mr. Tigger, get off my mother.
Some dry snitching. You can get a new phone.
Boy, what he gonna have to deal with when he grow up. And shout out to Black Rouge Strikes. He said, we do not help men if we do not also include in the discussion how they can avoid or reduce the possibility of their having similar troubles, especially when there are so many signs of trouble. And I do believe Black Who was right. And I'm going to say, this is one of those things where when people say y'all should do this anyway, guys should be reminded, hey, you remember what happened to Big Tigger? Because they'll say all day, y'all should give women a chance. Y'all should especially give the single mothers a chance. And you need to think to yourself, remember what happened with Big Tigger? Big Tigger did everything that the gynocracy asked us to do. All of it. And that nigga lost his job. What's the point of getting in all these positions just to be reminded you could just still lose your job like anybody else can?
But I want to highlight something that really bothered me when I was kind of looking at that. And it was the son recording the video and how it was very clear that it seemed as though he was recording the video to try to set him up as the aggressor or as evidence, and he inadvertently pretty much gave him the green light to be cleared in doing so. So it's a review of the intention behind it. I think this was done not to protect the parents, but to protect his mother under the guise that he was exposing Tigger, when in reality, he was exposing her.
Yeah, he had a miscalculation on that one. You know, he definitely was trying to bury Tigger. And while doing so, he gave us the information we need to know that she's lying 100%. You know, but it is sad that he's, I assume, a teenage boy who is already trying to corrupt information. And he's just like a woman would do. He'd rather give you a narrative than the truth. You got the camera on her. What you got to get off her. We clearly see the man not on her. You need to get off her. And then to tell a grown man to buy a new phone, bro, you don't even sound like you can buy your first phone. And you gonna tell another grown man to buy a new phone. Like, whatever happened to staying in a child's place?
But you see what I'm saying? This is just like the Curtis Jackson situation with his son. As far as that, I don't want to call it pitbulling, but it was an alliance against his father. And it's very clear that that was the dynamic going on there. And so even though he had to sit down and he was on his tiptoes, because let's say you only had the audio, that audio would coach anybody that's listening through an assault taking place. And the video's funny because it very clearly isn't what's going on, but he's busy gaslighting the thing that's going on. Maybe he believed that's what was going on. Part of me thinks he really believed what he was saying. But the video very evidently and very clearly was not presenting that. And it almost sounded like it was scripted or staged. You know, who thinks to go, well, if that was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this, Mr. Tigger. Like, it really looks staged. That's why I thought this was a joke at first. But anyway, go ahead, fam.
Now, this how sad it's getting. That's it should be a joke, but this how sad it's getting. That's really what it is. No,
It's a joke. It's a joke on black men. That's what a joke is, bro. That's what a joke is. The joke is on us that they can put this kind of foolishness, because this is foolishness, on the screen and get people's jobs to react to utter foolishness. Like, you can look and see that it's an obvious ploy, that him saying, "Oh, get off of her," it's an obvious lie. He's like, "I'm not on her. You're stepping on her," and there's video evidence of, "No, I'm not stepping on her. I'm not doing anything to her," and she's flopping on the ground, and it's obvious that I'm trying to get my phone. See, now I got to renege and I got to apologize. I understand why Diddy did what he did, because you're gonna get the same treatment anyway.
Well, hold
I
on now.
understand.
Hold on now. I can't just let that stand without saying anything. Based on what I know, I still don't know what Diddy did wrong. You know, based on the information I got from the trial.
Listen, I'm saying that Diddy didn't do anything wrong. I'm saying I understand.
Well, I just want to make it clear. Based on what I heard when it came down to that trial, Cassie was the one calling the.
No. I'm not talking about the trial. I'm not talking about the trial. I'm talking about the video in the hotel in the hallway. I understand that.
No, wait a
I
minute.
understand.
Slapping the brakes off
He
that
got a
shit.
right to go get his phone.
I'm in. After this with Tig, I'm in 100% agreement. I'm in 100% agreement.
See, that's why I be salty when I lose stuff, because I was saying the whole time that man got a right to go get his phone.
You just a poor representative. You just a terrible representative. That's on you.
No,
that's on you.
At the end of the day, that man got a right to go get his phone. You steal my phone, you lucky that's all that happened to you. You know, it is what it is. You know, even though I didn't know that at the time that his phone was actually stolen, but I did say it looked like she stole something from him that he wanted, and he wanted stuff back. You know, and it just got confirmed later that it was true.
I agree with Nameless and everybody else that mentioned it. It's 100% obvious that he's like got kid gloves on with this chick. Like he's being as gentle as he can possibly be while trying to regain possession of his property. It's obvious. You can't mistake that for anything else.
Shout out to his co-host if she's truly going to sue her for bringing her name up. Because I hope she go through that. Now, I hate the fact that Tigger go end up paying for it, but I believe that principle needs to be like it's one of those things you got to do it for principle, man. You got to do it for the principle of it. She needs to sue her for talking about she messing with married men when she said that ain't what she do. I can rock with that.
I agree.
Yeah, and wait, the statement that started the whole thing was she texted him, "I miss you."
But this is all alleged stuff because at the end of the day, how do we know what started this for real? Because who confirmed any of this?
Right. I'm just saying the instant that led to the temper tantrum on the floor was the "I miss you" text.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. And no girl then came out and say she don't mess with married men and she don't appreciate her name being brought up in a situation where she's being accused of dealing with some married man. Now she could be 100% lying herself, but I still appreciate the fact that there is talk about her going after her for being detrimental to her reputation.
Defamation of character.
There we go. Defamation of character. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. And since you just said that, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get the mic. Do your thing.
What up, good people? That nigga was here today. Yeah, that nigga in here. Innocent Tigger today. All right. But man, yeah, I watched that video, man. That was crazy. Who was recording, by the way?
The son.
So the son was recording. The son was recording. All right, I'm gonna say this. That is not my son anymore. If that's what he doing, bro. I'm disowning him.
Son anyway.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. All right, that makes sense. So yeah, man, that's a crazy situation. This guy's literally sitting there watching what's going on, watching his mother try to wrestle for the phone, and then he wants to create this false narrative while he was recording to try to make Tigger look like he's actually attacking her and trying to beat the hell out of her. Man, we got to be very careful who we allow in our space as black men. I mean, the world is already against us as it is, right? We got the system against us. We have black women against us, right? So we have to be very intentional about who we choose to get involved with. I'm glad y'all corrected me and let me know that that's not his son. All right. This is another situation if you're dealing with single mothers who have children when you're getting involved with them. You got to understand that the same stuff that they'll be on, it's the same stuff their kids will be on with you, right? It's like they're training everyone to make you look like the big bad wolf. So I just want to say, man, you got to be careful who you're getting involved with. This is just another example amongst many of how things can go south for the man. Seems like this situation didn't really go too far south for Tigger because he was able to restrain himself. If he would have slapped the shit out of her, he would have been well within his right to do so, if you ask me. But the brother showed great restraint. You know, he kind of read the room, read the situation. He was able to essentially walk away from this situation with no charges on him. Thank God for that.
No, he got charges.
No, he
definitely
got
charges.
Oh yeah, he in jail as
goodness.
we speak.
Lord have mercy.
Brunk, listen. Don't you find it interesting they didn't use his government name?
Oh wow.
In the video.
Oh, wow.
I really want to emphasize that's why I was saying this looks like it was a potentially premeditated situation.
So he in jail? He's in jail for this shit?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He got removed from his job and everything.
Oh my goodness, man.
So let me highlight this. What that means is any brand deals and labels that he had connections with, that goes out the window. Any future employment, there's registries he has to go into now. So they got to go through the whole process, but at the same time, they scooped up the baby mother on some kidnapping charges dealing with the other missing kids, and they're trying to make it clear that yeah. So
I heard about that situation. So she's the prime suspect in that case.
Yes,
with the missing 10-year-old.
But that's only because of the good police work that happened because she was dumb enough to put her face out there.
Right. Man, you know what? That's just a mess, man. And that actually proves my point even more. Be careful who you get involved with out here, because these are the type of things that happen to us as black men. They're trying to find every way to dismantle it. They're trying to find every way to take our resources. They're trying to find every way to take our wealth, and they're using black women to do it. So we gotta be hyper aware. We gotta be, hypersensitive to the environment that we're in, man. I'm gonna land my plane there.
I just need to know why he calling him Mr. Tigger. Like, that's what you say when you come home from work. Mr. Tigger.
Hold on,
We
bro.
just got done watching Winnie the Pooh, man. That's what happened, bro.
Hold
Man.
on, bro.
I would've-
Didn't grow
you know
up
what?
with us, man. We knew Big Tigger from the basement. He don't know Big Tigger from the basement. It is Mr. Tigger.
Man, let me tell you something. If I was him, I would have slapped the shit out of her and Alex. Since I'm going to jail anyway, I might as well be going to jail for something. Slap the shit out of both of them.
Yeah. I'm just saying, y'all, we need to have proper conditions now. Some people don't get to call you Tigger. They got to call you Mr. Tigger now. That's the way it's supposed to be, y'all. Come on now.
Mr.
I ain't one of your little friends. I ain't one of your little funky friends, okay? You call me Mr. Tigger.
Black men don't want to do the one thing that will ensure we don't get into these situations anymore. Stop messing with black women. That's all you got to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. This shit ain't never gonna not be funny, man. Shout out to this video, man.
You know
Why
what?
you stepping on him?
Man,
I got questions about this.
I would have threw that little boy across the room, man.
Wait a minute. My thing is, my thing is, you took the video, so before you put this online, you had time to examine what you just took.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
But wait, the
But you know what?
audacity was this was a gotcha moment. Like, we exposed him. Like, bruh,
Mhm,
you
yep.
brain damage?
I got him now. See, this is what he get. I asked him for that PlayStation. He said no. I got him now.
Right.
Man,
I'm about to
man.
blow
This is black women's incessant need for attention, even
Man.
to their own detriment. They gotta get some likes. They gotta get some thumbs up on these posts. They gotta post something. Bro, it doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. I know they looking for me for 2 counts of kidnapping in 2 different states, but I gotta get this video.
Gotta get that attention. Gotta get that attention. That's their motivation, man.
The son could have put it out because we're assuming it's the son that's in the background here. My thing is, how come your son don't know about your kidnapping charges and not to put you?
Look, because he don't know because he's finna be kidnapping charge number 3. He just don't know it yet. That's why.
Look, you know what it is. The false narrative that they try to present to everyone else, they also present that to their children. Okay, so they get their children in on the false narrative as well. And so that's why he's taking mom's side, because the kid gonna grow up to be a gynocrat, man.
You know,
so Bronk don't know all the details of the kidnapping. Bronk don't even know all the details of the kidnapping charge.
No, I'm just talking about the him recording and what he was saying on the recording when he was recording.
Man, my dude came fresh out the lab. He a whole gyno sapien, dog.
Man.
This is the next edition, dog. We ain't ready for this shit.
Man.
Shout out to Black Room Strikes. He says the behavior of that boy suggests that it was orchestrated by his mother. They have been planning to catch him doing something that will virally destroy Tigger. And guess what? This was it. This was the big reveal, y'all.
Black Guru, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, who says Mr. Tigger like that? Mr. Tigger, what?
Yeah. He wanted the world to know who it was. Like,
exactly. I want y'all to know exactly who I'm talking to right now. Okay.
Yeah.
They gonna take 3 different camera angles of the same thing, looking like they fighting over a controller. Nigga, it's my turn. You
Man, I'm telling you.
If Mr. Tigger would just take his foot off my mama's neck, we wouldn't have all this going on.
All you gotta do is get a new phone, Mr. Tigger.
Hey,
This shit is hilarious, dog. I'm sorry.
This was a Tubi movie went wrong. That's what it is. It's a Tubi movie, man. We gonna find out that this was a trailer for the new Tubi movie.
I'm telling you, they gonna meme the Jones all of this for about at least a good week. At least a good week. I done already seen two. One of them, they got my boy hopscotching over here. I said, "Why are you stepping over?"
Man. You know, I can only laugh so much about this incident though because he's actually facing charges for this bullshit, man. You know, it'd be a lot funnier. It'd be a lot funnier if he wasn't facing charges.
But wait, the reason why he may get off is because of the video, which is why I'm laughing. Because there's no way your
this
prosecutor is gonna stand in front of them.
Yeah.
This is what we entered into the courtroom. I mean, ain't nowhere in the world any lawyer worth his salt not gonna take this to the courtroom.
Right.
But it's such an easy layup, dog. And then it's gonna have the defamation charge on the back end of that too.
Yeah.
So anybody talking crazy, they getting it too. But this is hilarious.
Let's hope, man.
If I'm a criminal defense attorney and he comes to me, I'm like, bro, just give me $5, man. That's all. This ain't gonna take that.
Give me $5.
Right.
Give me $5. This is open and shut, bro.
Oh, man.
Your Honor,
I
want you all to look at the evidence that they recorded. Okay, I want everybody to know this is evidence that they recorded.
Listen, Roger, this was supposed to be an expose. This was supposed to be an expose. Like they did it in the we got you. We abuse of women. Like,
man, like come on, dog. Right. Fuck out of here.
It took us 2.5 years, but we finally got him.
Man, I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you, bro. So I literally just came back from a hearing dealing with my ex-wife. But anyways, the judge in that court today said that she's doing about 50 order of protection cases a day. 50.
What?
50.
What?
50, bro. Like I looked at the dockets. I look at the dockets after my case. They have 50 cases today, bro. Today. And most of them are order protection cases, man.
Yeah, because they go round you niggas up. Most of them are order of protection cases, man. Let that sink in for a moment. This stuff happened with big tickets, happening all around America to black men, bro. They able to go out here and get these bunk ass orders of protection for shit the black man ain't doing. And if you look at the actual data, according to the CDC, black men are actually victims of domestic violence at higher rates than black women. However, they are arrested 4 times more than black women for domestic violence. We are gonna get attacked more than anybody else because we the one group of people that's always trying to avoid getting into it with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the reality is. It don't even make a difference the color of the person. We know good and well if we do something, it's the issue.
Yep. But that's
why I said it's leveraging state power. You see what I'm talking about, bro?
Yeah.
That's state power leverage. I was speaking.
Yeah, you talk about it all the time.
I want to go slap right now.
You talk about it all the time. You spot on, bro. You spot on for real. Like this system is what they're utilizing to suppress black male growth, man.
There's a couple people right now I want to go slap the taste out their mouth, but if I go do it, it's gonna be a whole thing.
But wait, if she does it, it's liberating. And what did he do to deserve it?
Right, exactly.
Go ahead.
So what you saying don't surprise me at all. And then the lawyers are now telling young ladies who don't already know that if you got anything going on with kids, you need to put an order of protection on him.
Yeah, it's called a silver
It's part
bullet.
of the coaching now.
It's called a silver bullet divorce. They literally have a
Yeah.
term for it.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
A silver bullet divorce is a
That's
divorce
the first.
involving an order. It's like
That's the
it's
first
almost
thing
like a
they
package.
do to you.
Yeah, it's almost like a package. They give you gold, silver, bronze, right?
What see,
And this, it's
I'm
like
gonna say
what
this
kind of
why
divorce do you
people need
want?
to catch. This why people need to catch every single show. Because if you catch every single show, you would understand that the standard operating procedure at this point is to plant a gun on. Okay, it don't have to be physical; it can just be mental. Okay, but they're gonna plant a gun on you. Okay, so open your doors with your nipples out. Now I don't know how you do it, but you open your door with your nipples out, man.
Hey, hey, listen, when you open up the door, you hustle top Harry. Ain't got nothing. Ain't
This
got
ain't got
nothing.
nothing to do with you being gay or anything like that. No, this is called being safe now. You got to answer the door with your nipples out. Real talk.
If it's reset, you got to answer the door with your titties out, man.
Yeah, shit, dog.
Don't let these niggas come get you and you got a shirt on. You answer that door with your nipples out. You don't put a shirt on until they say it's okay. Real talk. I don't care if it's the winter time. You answer that door with your nipples out. You show them you safe. Okay? Because, I mean, this is such a sad situation for the guy who did everything they wanted him to do. You know, I feel bad for him because he literally did everything they wanted him to do. And look at him.
I just saw we got two folks. Go ahead and hop on before we forget.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Because these guys, they just, nowadays, people just come when they want to. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about that 3 hours, but they just come when they want to. But let's let them, let's let them
Damn, it's
go.
like that now? That's how we doing it now? That's how we doing it out here?
And if I say something, I'm wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I was waiting here for 30 minutes though. See what I'm saying? But all I'm gonna say is my big booty Uganda ain't never did this to me though. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that slide though. You know what I'm saying? So y'all boys get y'all money up, boy. Y'all know for everybody. For everybody.
Mr. Zulu, what is this? Mr. Zulu, what is
Hey,
this?
boy, that's me.
What is this?
Hey, that's me and Uganda chilling. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got to worry about these phones. Because over there, I slap my bitches, bro. So, you know, I ain't got to worry about these issues, bro.
You are taking my phone? I will call your mother. She will beat you. Wait till she will beat you.
And she actually will, bro. She actually will, boy. So all I'm gonna say is, boy, you know, so we racing to Uganda, but we racing to South America. Boy, I'm gonna beat y'all boys there, though. Good travels to the rest of y'all. Boy, I hope y'all ain't the last man there. I'm gonna say.
Hey, real talk, real talk. All right, we got Bailey Starks also in the building. Glad to have you here, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you're going to Uganda, you probably see me floating in a parachute coming on down, man, with my shirt rolled up and my nipples out. You know it's me. Tell that big booty girl to get ready. But I'm tripping on that video with Tigger, man, where the son, I guess it's her son, is recording the video. And come up, Mr. Tigger, you know, you can get on the phone. You can get on the phone. I told him, like, you can get on the house, shorty. Turn the thing off. And we record me while me and your mama. This is an adult conversation. A and B and C your ass out of the room. Me and your mama gonna settle something. We wrestling. That's all we doing. We're wrestling. This would have been posted nowhere. Or that he went out of the phone. Make you get a new phone or mama get a new phone, boy. That's crazy. But then for her to have a missing kid, that remind me of somebody. But you know, we talk about 43rd all day long, but so we're gonna leave 43rd alone today. But it happened on 43rd. But yeah, 2 kids missing, still not found to this day. And I grew up with these folks. Nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows where these kids went. You know, they just made a lot of money with the GoFundMe's. I'm gonna say the kid's name because they're underage. But in essence, I wouldn't have married this chick. Well, something had to happen between her and him. It's hard for me to believe that he don't know nothing about the other situation, or wasn't told, had no knowledge about the situation. Radio is like entertainment is like gossip. It's always some word spread through the grapevine. So somebody who knows somebody had to know her situation, or he's pretty much very recognizable in public. So whether he's doing something or not, basketball game, football games, whether he's DJing or BJing or whatever, somebody knows his gal, because you know how women are. They investigate everything too. Oh, is Tigger single? Oh, he got a wife. What does his wife do? And nobody knows this woman to really drop the bomb on him as far as what was going on. That's hard to believe. But he cost him everything. So, the son, Mr. Tigger, just mama going to jail, Tigger in jail. Who's gonna pay the bills and buy the new phone? And where the kid gonna live?
He don't know he got some tough lessons coming up. He don't know it yet.
Hold on a minute, right? I don't understand why we acting like real life ain't real life. We all know a dude that the whole crew tried to tell him, hey, bro, that chick right there. But he like, no, she ain't like that. Because he done hit it already. He don't just do nothing about this chicken, like this is not a thing.
Man, did y'all see the mugshot?
I'm gonna have to make a shirt to say, no, she ain't like that.
Did y'all see old girl mugshot, man?
I saw his mugshot, yeah.
What about her mugshot though? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I saw her mugshot too.
Oh my goodness, man.
What?
Lord have mercy, bro.
A lovely young lady on her way to.
Come on, bro. False narratives today? I thought no false narratives, Roger.
She innocent.
She's a lovely young lady going to deal because she's going to face some accountability, and we need to be rooting for her. She's going to face some accountability. It's about time.
I'm looking at that mug and I'm just like, how?
I thought we were pro-black, man. I thought we were pro-black up here, bro.
Look. I support
That's a
Tigger,
married woman, man. That's a
I
married
support
woman.
Tigger. Nah, bro. Nah. Not acting like that.
Listen. We got to respect all black men. Tigger married this lady, and we got to root for her success in the courtroom.
Hey.
Yeah,
she wasn't acting like no wife.
We could just
she wasn't acting like no wife in that video, man. She had a son up there yelling, "Big Tigger, stop doing it." Y'all playing that, man.
Mr. Tigger.
Y'all are all enemies at this point, bro. There is no coming back from this. You're done. You are no longer my wife. You're done. What are y'all talking about?
Wait a minute. Now, according to video evidence, she ain't the one videoing. That's clear. She's not videoing, right? All she doing is doing what black women do. They go through your phone. And when they go through your phone, we trying to get the phone back. That's all we saw.
Yep.
That's all we saw.
Why is her son recording saying Mr. Tigger? Stop playing, y'all. Stop it.
It depends. It depends
Cut
on
it
what
out.
the context is.
Cut it out.
You did say
Cut
Mr.
it out.
Tigger.
Negroes.
Please get off my mama.
Mr. Tigger.
It's a few different reasons you can say Mr. Tigger. Please get off my mama.
Not only was he saying Mr. Tigger, but he was also saying Mr. Tigger was doing something that Mr. Tigger wasn't doing. So like, let's stop playing, y'all. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing, y'all. He was stopping her. Alex said he was stopping her.
If I'm a young man,
Mr. Tigger.
And Mr. Tigger's on my mama, I'm probably gonna want Mr. Tigger to get off my mama too.
Let her have it, Mr. Tigger.
Yeah, y'all all enemies at that point. It ain't no coming back from that.
What the thing
What you
is,
say,
that's up to
Bron?
Tigger to make Tigger got to make the decision on that. We can't make it for him.
I heard
You
you.
know,
That's
As
the
far as
right
Yeah.
decision.
he got to make that
Please,
decision.
Mr.
know,
Tigger, please make the right decision, brother. Please make the right
as
decision.
far
Platinum
as we,
Mr.
divorce.
Tigger.
as far as we know, the innocent Tigger still married to this woman. No divorce proceedings have been filed. That's his
Oh, they
wife, and we
coming.
gotta respect his choices.
They coming. They coming. They coming.
We gotta respect his choices,
His
and
choice
we got
coming.
to support her while Mr. Tigger send this canteen money in because she don't need some.
Mr.
He
Tigger,
changed, got fired. He probably spent his last paycheck
Mr. Tigger,
already.
if you stay, Mr. Tigger, just whatever you might be doing, do it openly going forward. Just do it openly. If you stay, just do it openly. Don't even hide
Hey,
it no more. But
you know
let her
what?
know you don't even got to steal my phone no more. Whatever I'm doing, you can see it all.
The thing is though, he might not be doing anything.
I know. That's what I'm saying though. If you're not doing nothing, start doing it if you stay.
You know, it ain't like just because somebody take your phone, that means you actually doing something. Who wants somebody
Yeah,
else in their phone?
why we assume the black man is doing something? Why you assume that, bro?
I didn't assume that. That's not what I said. I said if you're not doing something and you stay, please start doing it and do it openly.
But why we
That way,
gotta
she don't
even
even
say
gotta.
that?
She don't even gotta
There's
steal
no
your phone
proof.
no more, man.
There's no proof according to the evidence presented that he was
I
doing
hear you.
anything. Why
I
we
hear you.
even talk
I hear
about
you.
what the
Yeah,
black
why
man
we?
gotta be doing?
It is okay for us to say that Tigger, as far as we know, ain't been doing nothing. The woman that was even
I believe
accused
that.
is talking about putting a lawsuit on his wife for even suggesting that she messing with a married man.
Yeah, that's a great move. That's a
I'm
great
saying
move.
more power to her. Shout out to you for that. Even if Tigger go end up paying for it, but Tigger, I don't know, man. I want black men to be able to live their lives in a certain way without going through certain stuff. But there should be a penalty for you dealing with a woman who got a missing kid, who also let the kid get stuck in the car for 8 hours. Now I don't know when you found this out because he probably knows now. You know, I don't know when he found this out, but I guess you have to pay some kind of penalty for getting up with a woman who would lock her child in the car for 8 hours while she goes to gamble. There should be a penalty paid for that. Okay, and you know, yeah, there was his second daughter, but you know what? Black Rule was asking about, was it 4 dads in the chat? Because you know what? If this is her son, where did the son come from? Where did the son come from?
It's so that listen,
He just
that's
fine.
Alex number. That's Alex number 2. We just ain't found out about Jay yet.
We ain't found out about the first Alex. I'm just saying, y'all. I don't know where the son even came from. I
Bro, he
heard
just fine. He just
I heard
fine like
about the
Call of
first
Duty.
daughter. I heard about the second daughter that was named after the first daughter. Then I heard there was a child that she had by Tigger, but that child's supposed to be small. So I don't know where this son came from that's holding the camera up. I don't know where this one even came from.
Roger, that boy just spawned with a camera. Like Call of Duty. You know how you spawn in the Call of Duty game? That's how he popped up.
Spawned on the scene.
Record.
I mean, it looked like they're at home, so I would like to think he lives there, but I just don't know where he came from. Real talk, y'all. But we are past our 3-hour mark, so I'm going to get ready to hang this one up. This has been a very interesting show, if you ask me. Tigger, if you hear this, bro, I still like you. I used to watch it back in the day. I ain't got no problems with you, bro. All I'm going to say, brother, just it's time for a reassessment. You in the situation. Yeah. I understand that. You got to get out of jail. You got to figure out, is you going to stay married to her or not? You're going to have to look for employment. All kinds of stuff is going on with you. Bro, it's time to it's a good time in your life to simply look at what you've done up to this day and say, am I making good moves? I know I'm making some good moves. I'm a very successful man, but can I move any better than I'm already doing right now? I believe you will find the answer to be yes. And I'm going to encourage you to make the adjustments that are necessary to get you where you want to go to the next stage of your life. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I ain't gonna take it down. I was gonna say it's time to do a rethink. Everybody should do that every once in a while, and you can come up with some better choices than what's going on right about now. All right, appreciate everybody for being here. What now? Is there anybody want to say something before I go? Is there anybody who want to say something before I go?
Free Mr.
Okay.
Tigger.
Yeah,
I think
free Tigger.
I think Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robinson should definitely show up on behalf of Mr. Tigger and see him free. Bro, this is hilarious, man. I want to know. We need to do a follow up on Alice 1 and Alice 2. We need to find out what's going on with Alice in Wonderland and regular Alice, man. This is too much, bro. This is too much.
It's like a saga.
I'm gonna land there.
All right. Anybody else?
On behalf of Eeyore, I hope Tigger gets off of his case. Tigger didn't do anything. Tigger is a good guy. All he does is bounce around town.
All right, y'all. Well, that's gonna do it for us, man. Y'all have a good, safe, and rest of y'all day. I'll see y'all back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Chicago time, not where you happen to be. Long live habitual line steppers. I'm Roger. I'm right, and I'm out.